is Smythe, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to Team Podcast, episode 034. My name is Nash, host of this Team Podcast. And straight in front of me, I got Wells of the Horseplay Podcast.
What's going on?
And on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe, who stole Wells' bit again.
You know what? I wasn't going to say not a DJ. Not this week. Not this week.
Why not?
If I'm doing something new.
This is it. This is the punt.
You didn't do anything new. You just copied what I did.
Exactly.
It's new for me.
No, it's not. You've done that before.
I probably have.
This is the penultimate episode.
Ooh, what's a big word?
What does it mean?
Penultimate? Second to last.
Oh, we're doing another one?
Yeah, one more after this.
I thought there was a season finale.
No.
Well, you got everybody in. It's a whole celebration.
What's going on, guys? What did you guys get up to this week?
Oh, shoot. I got my new car on Monday.
Ooh, and how's that?
That's fine. I don't know.
How's driving now? You
That's-
gotta drive yourself around
That's great.
instead of being chauffeured.
I know. It's rough, man. It's just sitting behind them, going to Hamilton today, and I was like, usually someone would do this for me. Look at me now. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever.
You had to sit in traffic? You had to sit in traffic going to Hamilton?
Yeah, it was horrible. I left at 7:30. I got there at like 9:15. It was the worst experience ever.
For you guys who don't know, we both live in Toronto core, and just Hamilton's about an hour, 45 minutes west of here. So
Hour and 45
No,
minutes.
45
no,
minutes.
an hour to 45 minutes, or
yeah.
45 minutes to an hour. Excuse me.
But it took an hour and 45 minutes today.
Yeah, because of the traffic and whatnot.
Yeah, that's horrible.
What were you doing like in the car to keep yourself occupied?
I have a car playlist, and then I look at people in their cars.
That's
pretty
good, man.
much.
Don't look at the road. No, that's overrated.
That's overrated.
I'm stopped half the time. I was stopped half the time. I was,
See, I would recommend to you, this is the start to start getting into podcasts.
Yes. You can start listening to other podcasts. Even ours, maybe.
Maybe. Don't.
Maybe Horseplay? I don't know.
Well, you're going too far with that.
I will do that.
Is this because you're alone time, just by yourself?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Best
Pass the time. Some of the ones that we recommended.
Yes.
I'll still have to recommend something.
What'd
Not
you
there
get
yet.
Yeah. What'd you get up to this week, Wells?
So I'm like starting this thing. I did it last week where I start recording like incidents that happen to me that I'm like, I don't know, not significant, but like are unusual or like out of the ordinary.
Like video?
No, I'm not. No, I write it down so I can bring it up in podcasts.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this week I had, actually this happens this last time I recorded. I went into a convenience store in the path on the way home from work.
Yes.
And it's like a newer convenience store. And they had advertised $1 for a bottle of water. It was like Aquafina. And so it was out on display. So I went into the fridge and I grabbed one. Same size, everything. I went to go pay for it. And the lady was like, $2. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you got it from the fridge. I'm like, yeah, it's cold. Like, she's like, no, you have to get it from the $1 ones are the room temperature ones on the counter, on the rack there. I'm like, what? That's
Did
the
you put it
dumbest
back
thing.
and take it out of the thing?
I left.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm never coming here again.
I would have put it in the basket and took it out of the basket and be like, oh, it's from the basket now, look.
That is weird. That's weird.
Get that old water.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before.
That's ridiculous, no? Like,
Yes.
No,
it is.
I have at Home Depot. I bought a ladder.
Home Depot.
Well, the ladders outside were priced at $20, and I grabbed one from inside and it was $50. I walked to the front and they said $50. I'm like, no, they're outside there for $20. And he's like, oh, and he went to go look at it and he came back, put the discount on it. If I didn't say anything, I would have paid $50 for the same ladder.
Interesting.
Rip off artists, these people. Right?
Another incident. I was on the streetcar, just minding my business, and some guy in like an LA Fitness outfit like came up to me and asked me if I wanted to join the gym. And I felt embarrassed. I was like, "What are you trying to say?"
Were you being profiled right there?
Yeah, I'm like, you walk by like a bunch of people. I didn't see if they were fit or not, and he came up to me with like a card, and he's like, "Do you want like a couple free days at the gym?" And I'm like, "What? What's that supposed to mean, buddy?"
That is weird.
That is prospecting to like the highest degree of prospecting.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I appreciate if the guy has like a commission or something, or he gets like people to sign up. Like, I appreciate the hustle, but like on the TTC, I'm just minding my business, man.
It was like his first day on the job. He wanted to show the boss that he's on top of his shit.
Yeah, maybe he was getting. Maybe there was someone scouting him or watching him, see if he was.
Could you actually do it?
Yeah.
Are you doing it for real?
Yeah.
So we went to Denver this week. Cool city. I like Denver. I like Denver. This might have been my, I don't even know, sixth city I've gone to in the States.
That's it.
I think. I think I've
How
gone to a
well
lot.
traveled you are, sir.
Well traveled.
Actually, more. No, sorry. Maybe about 10. I really undersold that.
When you say visited, do you mean like actually like stayed?
Yeah, stayed there overnight,
overnight?
stuff like that. Yeah, maybe about 10. Actually, when I actually thought about it, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
maybe
maybe about
20.
10.
It's not like you're a young man.
No. So, hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, like, 20 years ago, you may have gone, you just don't remember. To like Florida, or I don't know.
Yeah, so I went to Denver. Checked out the Rockies. Nice stadium. Denver's really hot. It's just hot.
It was not enjoyable.
How's the altitude?
It didn't kick in for me, at least, until I actually started, because I went to the gym and I started working out, and then that's when I felt it. Just shortness of breath and everything like that.
I was hurt immediately.
You didn't go to the gym.
No, I did not. I did not make it to the gym that day. I was
Shocking.
my nostrils were burning.
What?
I was like sneezing and coughing. When I was walking, I was like, I might pass out right now.
He looked like he was hurting the whole time.
It was very hot. My eyes are red the whole time.
Okay, so
So many questions.
It hurt me a lot. I'll be honest.
is this before you started drinking or after?
It was all the whole time I was there.
Do you think that when you drink there, you can get drunk quicker, or like, is it?
I didn't even notice that. Really,
No.
I don't think so.
Because you're a grown
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I think maybe the combination would hit you hard if you were like drunk plus the elevation, but probably by the second, third day you're used to the elevation, so you're just drunk.
Really?
Just drunk.
That's all it takes? A couple days?
I think so. Like, how long do you think it would take?
You were hurting the whole weekend though.
Yeah, but I was hurting from everything.
Maybe, I guess. Because I kind of adapted, but
So, how would you guys rate the weekend? Like, could you like make a Netflix special about it? Was it that good?
yes. Especially some of the antics that Smythe got into.
Yeah.
My answer would have been no, but I guess maybe there was enough
You
interesting.
probably just don't remember
you just weren't there.
singing on the street and sleeping outside.
Could you make a 30 for 30 about it?
No, not that much.
Would it be a special?
No, not that much.
It would just be a Netflix, like
Yeah, not that much. But yeah, definitely like a
Netflix pilot?
Netflix special.
yeah. I mean, you get a comedy out of it.
Yeah, Netflix special. 30 for 30, no. 30 for 30, no.
Not
But
there yet, eh?
Rocky Stadium, I enjoyed.
Coors Field.
Yeah. One thing, I don't know if this is like regular around stadiums. I don't know if you've ever been to an open air stadium where it's like there's an air conditioned area. So that was it was really hot there. So
Someone
When,
got us
when
tickets
I
in the
picture that,
clubhouse.
when I picture that, I picture like, you know, you go to Wonderland, it's like that cool zone where they
Yeah,
make straight
yeah,
mist.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. What you're saying right now.
No, but it's inside.
on a
Like,
club level, like you can walk back
Is
to
that
where
where the
all
brothers went?
where all the
It's hot
concession where all the concession stands are, and that's all in like air conditioned,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's just where we had tickets because we're celebrities.
I don't know if we're celebrities, but I don't know if we're celebrities. But a nice game. It was a good game. It was Diamondbacks against the Rockies, so it was a good game. Rockies lost, but still a good game. Two good teams up against each other. So I would recommend Denver to anybody. I would recommend Denver to anybody.
Well, look at that, eh? Tourism Denver. There you
Right?
go.
There you
Did
go.
we
Give us the ad.
did we not see back to back home runs that game?
3.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you got it
did we
right.
see
Back
that?
to back to back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So remember we were screaming like, "Why is this guy still?
Yeah,
why is
right.
this guy still pitching?"
Settle down after that.
But he got himself out of the inning, and that was it.
Yeah.
All right. Any recommends or warns for you guys this week?
I got 2 recommends.
Nice.
Shoot.
Recommend number 1 is they're both like videos you can find on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is called "This Is Fortnite." It's a spoof of "This Is America," but it's done in like Fortnite. It's pretty crazy.
So this is America, the music video by Childish Gambino.
yeah.
Okay.
This is Fortnite.
Yeah, I'll play it for you guys later. And another video that circled around. It's from 2016, but it just got released, I think, on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a video of the Mets manager Terry Collins coming out and getting ejected after Noah Syndergaard threw at Chase Utley. And the reason why this happened is because in 2015 playoffs, the reason why you cannot slide into a player anymore into a base is because Chase Utley broke some guy's leg.
Yeah.
And so this was the first time they played after that. And Syndergaard tried to hit him, he missed. And then he tried again, he missed, and the umpire tossed him. Terry Collins came out, and it's a really, I don't know who got a hold of this, how they got a hold of it, because obviously MLB would never produce this or send it out, but it's weird that it comes out 2 years later. It's obviously unedited, a lot of swearing, but the way the umpire handles the situation and the conversation they have is like very unique.
So you can actually hear them.
Oh, it's crystal clear.
Oh wow! I wonder where that came from.
Yeah, I have no idea. MLB didn't release it. I'm not sure who held the rights to it or whatever, how they got a hold of it, but it's a very interesting and unique find. That,
I would actually want to hear this now.
That's gone viral, and I recommend everyone check it out because it's really crazy insight into, like, you always wonder what those arguments are that happen when like managers are getting ejected, because they never ever, you can never hear it. You can never hear it sometimes on the broadcast, but like you never actually hear it crystal clear like the way they did it.
Yeah, because they're supposed to shut down the mics. If anyone's mic'd up, they're supposed to shut down the mics. So you can't hear it on the broadcast because obviously you don't want to embarrass anybody.
And also, there's a lot of F-bombs.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That too.
But the way the umpire handled it was really, really well done.
Actually, I want to hear this now.
Yeah. It's a video of it too.
Yeah. You got a warrant? No?
Are you guys recommending first?
Well, usually one person does.
Okay. I my warrant is do not listen to the Team Podcast episode 32.
Really?
I want to delete that episode from our archives.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a bad warrant. But that's the episode where Mission Impossible beats Star Wars. And I'm still,
okay.
Yeah, you remember that? The one he wasn't on. That basically is what he's saying. He wasn't there, so it was brutal. Don't.
You're still on this.
I'm still.
First of all, Nash was about to fight you. He was going to lean over the table and punch you in the face.
I wasn't really going to fight you.
You were very ready.
I was making educated comments.
That's fine.
Very ready.
I'm obviously joking about the warrant. I just.
That is actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
But I wasn't on the episode, so there's no point in listening to it anyway. And then Mission Impossible beats Star Wars in the franchise.
And it just ruined everything. And Wallace has not gotten over it since.
No, I don't know if I ever will.
I don't think
That's
so.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You got to recommend a warrant?
Yeah, man. My recommend. I don't know if you guys are listening to World Politics right now, but
Oh Lord,
man, it's kind of fun.
which aspect?
Trump goes heel, turns on North Americans.
He turns
with the
heel?
NAFTA deal. Yeah,
Wasn't he always heel?
Yeah.
No. This is an epic heel turn because
he didn't turn heel. He was
he
heel.
went to G7 and said Russia should be back in and make it a G8 again. Then he shakes hands with Kim Jong-il at the same time, calling Trudeau super weak, and he just hates Mexicans, so whatever. Complete heel turn. But on top of that, my favorite writer right now, political writer Conrad Black, is going to chime in on this. So I want you guys to read the article when he chimes in. I feel like I like his opinion the most. So my recommend is to wait for that article, Aaron, to read up on your Conrad Black.
When's it coming out?
I don't know when he comes out.
Recommending a future article.
When he writes it.
We've never
Well,
gone down
go
that.
back and look at what he said about Canadian politics before.
Who's he write for anyway? Who's he write for?
Golden Mail. I think he is the best writer right now in Canadian politics, even though he's in America. So, recommend. And my warn, there's a show on CBS called SEALs about Navy SEALs that my wife watches.
I thought it was
a lot.
about the animal.
It's so bad. It's so bad, and don't watch it. It's so bad.
Interesting. CBC makes good shows though.
Oh my
They do.
God.
They do produce a
Say
lot of good
CBS or CBC?
I think it's CBC. I think he's right. Watch one episode to see how bad it is, and don't watch it. That's my warn. It's so bad. She binge watches the show, by the way.
They usually produce good shows. So let me start with my warrant first. So I just decided after the NBA playoffs, I'm gonna say, let me give First Take another crack at. I just wanted to see what Stephen A. Smith would talk about. So I downloaded First Take.
Oh man,
My goodness, I couldn't get through 5 minutes, Wells. Not 5 minutes.
what did you think was going to change?
I don't know.
How many times did he say LeBron James?
Oh, the first, like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes was just about LeBron James and how he quit and this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's, oh, man.
I have a
There's a reason,
fantastic-
and it reminded me again, this is a reason why I can't listen to First Take. Don't listen to that show. Don't watch that show. If that guy had disappeared, I would be way happier.
It's more than happy.
Jeez.
Just
Life would
more
be
than
so
happy.
much
Hit
better
on
without
Stephen
him.
A. Smith.
Not a hit. Just go away.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Not really. Just
Yeah,
go away.
If you met him, he might be upset with you.
What if he was like, "I'll do an interview on the Team Podcast"?
You guys can do it. I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't do it.
You're lying. You do.
No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You guys can do it.
You do it.
I really don't like the way I get him. I understand why he does it. I don't have to like it.
Yeah.
His gimmick. I don't have to like his gimmick.
Yeah, but so if he wanted to shake your hand, you'd be like, I'm not shaking your hand like your gimmick? You know.
I'll shake his hand, whatever. But I don't have to like his gimmick.
No, you don't.
Like if Trump came to you, shook your hand, it's like, hey, shake your hand. I don't have to like you.
Hey, I don't like you.
I don't have to make a big deal about it. So I got 2 recommends though. First recommend, Disaster Artist. Have you seen it?
Yep.
Really good. James Franco basically disappears into his character. There's times where you forget it's James Franco. He does that good of a job. So I understand why he got recommended. Did he win? No, he didn't win.
No,
he won the Golden Globe though.
Yeah, but he wasn't nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, because they pulled it. Yeah.
Well,
because of all that.
After he won the Golden Globe, the
The
speculations
allegations, came out, so they pulled the Oscar. But even his brother did a really good job. Really good movie too. On top of that, so I recommend that. And also, when I was also in Denver, I had a sleepless night, so I just started going down this wormhole on YouTube, and I discovered Impulse. Impulse is a TV show that YouTube produced. I knew nothing about it. I just started watching it. Very, very good. It's about this teenage girl who can teleport. And it was ruined for me because I had no idea anything about it. But apparently it's in the same universe as Jumper. You remember that movie?
Oh, that's cool.
So apparently it's in the same universe as Jumper. So I recommend Impulse. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. So good. So excellent. So excellent. That's
It
it.
could have been the Mile High Air getting to you as well.
It might have been.
Yeah, have you watched it since you come back?
No, because I only watched the first. You can only get 3 first episodes, and you have to pay for it. You have to pay for
Oh, I
it.
see.
So what are you gonna do?
Get
Probably
YouTube
download
TV.
it. Probably download it.
Cheap, man.
YouTube TV is like $40 for like, and it's like full cable basically.
$40 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
What?
Not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That seems counterproductive when everyone else is $10 a month.
Well, but they have sports everything. It's like full cable.
Yeah, that's right. They do have
basically.
sports. Yeah.
So it's kind of dope, but I just
They also have that show Cobra Kai, which is supposed to be good too.
see, just saying.
Well, so far it's maybe 2 good shows they've produced. So
We don't know what else is coming.
no, you don't. You don't.
If anyone can compete with Netflix, it's probably YouTube.
Well, if you have sports, then you might be able to compete.
Yeah.
But no one's going to pay $40.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. When they
All
say,
right.
15 bucks.
Let's get into some
Yeah,
sports.
let's talk sports.
So, topic 1. Obviously, what everyone's talking about. Obviously, what everyone wants to know about. Boobs on glass.
Boobs on the glass.
No, I didn't see this live, and I was trying to find a video. I couldn't find it. So, if you guys didn't know, when Alexander Ovechkin, by the way, the Caps won the cup. When Alexander Ovechkin won the Stanley Cup, there was a girl that put her bare boobs on the glass. And basically, it was Alexander Ovechkin raising the cup and cheering, but all the other players on the ice were looking at boobs on the glass.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
What's up, girl?
Now, this happens all the time at NHL games.
What?
They just don't televise it.
Remember it happened in the Vancouver series? The Stanley Cup? Yeah, it happened in the Vancouver series. It's basically, there was a girl sitting there where the green men or the blue men or whatever those guys are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that happened there. And apparently it happens a lot in Calgary. We just don't see it. Yeah.
What I heard is all over the NHL, this happens a lot. I'm not saying every week, but I'm saying it's like, meh. But it's great on TV.
All right.
Well, not really great on TV, but whatever.
Well,
Saw the images. But anyway.
were they not great boobs?
I can't tell they're pressed
Oh,
against
yeah.
glass.
Well,
7 out of 10.
that sucks.
But in all seriousness, the Caps win. Caps win their first cup.
Yeah.
Caps win their first cup, and Ovechkin was elated.
Wouldn't you be?
Elated.
You tried for 13 years to win the cup?
Yeah. This guy was so happy. Like, I felt the joy.
Yeah. That was a cool moment when he raised the cup.
yeah.
That was the best moment of the playoffs.
And then he took the cup from Baxter and raised it with Backstrom as well. He just wasn't done with it after he handed it off. He's like, not really, psych.
I don't think he's done with it still.
Oh, he's having the best time ever. This is my favorite cup win, I think, since the Red Wings won it last. And because I love the Red Wings.
When did Red Wings win?
The Red Wings haven't won since like 2003.
Okay.
That's not true. Babcock won it with him.
When was that?
I don't know. It wasn't 2003 though. It
No,
was-
Crosby. When was Crosby's first cups? 7,
Anyways.
8?
Anyway. But,
Anyway,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. He's doing what someone who wins the Stanley Cup is supposed to be doing. He's taking that cup everywhere. He's drank out of it in like 10 different places. He's like, it's awesome to watch. And that's how your captain should be when he wins the Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup to me is the favorite, like the top trophy in sports.
Yeah.
So you got to treat it that way, and I think Ovechkin respects it like that.
2008 's last time.
This is the last time they won. Yeah, and then Pittsburgh had the back-to-backs. I don't know. I can't really say anything else about it. He's awesome. He won the cup.
Oh, it was a cool moment to see
Treats it
that.
well. He looks like a guy that wins the WWE championship.
And like of all the places to win it, you win it in Vegas. Like
Yeah.
that's
So you can
the
just
party
go,
probably never stops.
Vegas should always be in the Stanley Cup final, and they should always lose it in Vegas to someone else.
who then parties.
Or
like
they
there's
should
no
just do
tomorrow.
what the Super Bowl is and just have every game
And
played
then
in Vegas
Yeah,
in the finals.
every
They probably should. They probably just do that.
as soon as one team gets to 3 wins, all the rest of the games are in Vegas.
No, just have it in Vegas, like the neutral site.
Have you noticed the love affair that the Canadian media is just all of a sudden on Ovechkin?
No, what do you mean? Like,
Before he was the guy who was outlandish. He's bad for the game. He's
I
too
don't-
outspoken.
No.
With the cowboy hat.
He
What?
was. Yes, he was. He got in a lot of trouble for that.
Remember when he wore that cowboy hat in the All-Star game?
yeah, it was the
They
skills
hated it.
competition.
Yeah, they hated it. Especially the Canadian media, because you're not supposed to do that.
He got in a lot of trouble. For
You're
that.
not supposed. I don't know if trouble, but the media just
Well,
No,
piled
that's
on.
you know
also
what?
getting
That
to.
was just him being himself.
Oh, I agree, and I like him being himself. But
You got a bunch of old farts, the old boys club in Canada, who can't treat hockey
Respect
differently.
the game.
Exactly, but that's going away. That's going away very soon.
hopefully it's going away.
Well, they need money. They're like, let's get a TV contract. I think
Oh,
that's
it's going away because you've seen like the new age of associates and like Kyle Dubas is what 32 years old and he's gonna be running a team. Like a
Well, that
GM.
doesn't necessarily mean the media because I
mean the
don't
old boys
see
club.
any.
Oh no! I mean, like it's funny though because like all the guys in the media are like part of. They have been covering the game for so long with the same
yeah.
upper management. Like
Lamorello
how many
got a new
times have you
job.
seen Brian Burke on a broadcast?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone knows who he is, and they all love him. All Berkey, good old Berkey.
Old Berkey.
And then like you got like your old farts like John Shannon and like
Nick Kyprios and
no, I would say that Nick Kyprios is more on the. I mean, I know he played the game when it was like.
I think he's on the old side, the old fart side.
I mean, Lou
Protect the
Lamorello
game.
just walked into Long Island and fired 2 younger guys who can take helm of the team.
I would.
There's
farts.
an old boys
I would have
club.
farts no too. But
There is an old boys club in the NHL.
But it's always gonna. I mean, it's still there's still parts of it there.
like even the media. Where are the new guys coming up?
There's no new guys.
There's
They tried to put Strombolopoulos in there.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long.
no, they kicked him out.
There's no space for that guy, is there?
There's no new up and coming guys in the media that I see anyway.
I don't know.
No, I don't think. Well,
With
I
any
think-
like new fresh takes, I don't see any. Of
I
them.
think they're gonna start pulling in NHL or NBA and just bring old NHL players and retire. Put
Well,
them on
they have been taking a lot of heat for the
Well,
lack
like
of women.
Jeff O'Neill's pretty good on TSN.
Yeah.
like he has like he's. I wouldn't say he's like new age, but like he's played since after like that 2003 lockout, and like I kind of feel like that's he's played with some of the guys like the newer guys like Ovechkin, Crosby.
Yeah.
So I feel like guys like that are kind of have a better voice. Shane McClennan too.
I think their goal is to fill a panel with just ex players, just like the NBA does.
Ex
they
players
always-
with good personalities. Man.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully they do. But I don't know. Did you see the love affair going on with Ovechkin and Smythe?
yeah. That
Have you noticed it?
the difference is that they're now embracing as opposed to because before it was too flashy, too whatever, right? Then Canada lost PK Subban. I think they recognized that mistake. Now you got some of your players are flamboyant. You can't really. And Ovi's actually tuned it down. He's not as crazy as he was before,
He's an older dude.
right? He's no more like bouncing. Like there's no more driving.
Remember he went on TV and he put up his number. He says the first girl that calls me, I'll go
Yeah.
on a date with him.
Do you know what I mean? Like that Ovechkin's gone now, and was replaced with a guy that really wanted to win a Stanley Cup. Because up until last year, I've never seen Ovechkin dive in front of pucks or anything like that. This guy's playing. He's playing desperate to win the Stanley Cup.
I don't know if that's
He's
but
always,
he
he's
played
always
well.
gone hard.
He even back check a couple of years ago. He was known for being a guy that just wasn't
And he could
doing
pass too, eh?
everything he can.
And he was passing too. Like,
Yeah, he was doing everything. That, mind you, because Netsov is a great talent.
Yeah.
And if you play with him, you're going to probably do the right things.
What do the Golden Knights do for an encore now? Do you think they made the playoffs?
What?
Next year?
I'm very interested to see what they do with the draft this year because they have a lot of draft picks, a lot of cap space.
They got everything you need to do whatever you feel.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, are they going to draft a new team? Keep the guys they got? Start paying these guys?
They're not gonna.
Like, what are they going to do next year? That's what's going to be fascinating.
Carlson's up for a payday. Okay?
Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
After him, I don't know if anyone else is going to get money. You got to pay Marc-Andre Fleury.
You don't have
Do
to.
you have to?
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
How old is he?
Why do you have to pay him?
Because now he has, 3 or 4 cups plus a finals appearance. He's the cornerstone of the franchise.
But they have so much money they can dictate where they want to go.
Absolutely.
Right? But like I think this upcoming draft, which is next Friday, I think you're going to see a lot of movement by them, whether it's their draft picks and they're trying to acquire like better talent, because I don't know. Let's face it. Like they don't really have any big names, right? Like Fleury's their biggest name.
They cannot tear this team apart. The city of Las
I don't think
Vegas
they'll tear
will
it
not
apart,
like it.
but if you can bring in
that team,
better talent,
that team we saw, I don't think it's going to look like that again.
I think
because they got the draft picks. They're gonna try to bring in young talent.
These young talent.
And who are you gonna pay? Like Carlson?
Maybe they make a splash for Tavares. Who knows?
That's what I think. They're going to bring in one or two big name guys, because guys are talking about going to Vegas
For sure.
So they're talking to their agents about getting there. It's not one of those things where I don't think money even plays a factor, because these hockey players think. These hockey players don't want max money. These guys are saying, hey, how do I get to Vegas? So I think they have options to do what they want. It's just how they navigate it.
Vegas could be another Anaheim or LA.
I think it's a bit under the spotlight now.
Yeah.
So it's not kind of tucked away like a San Jose or a Anaheim. But I get what you're saying.
It's just a location where it's just nice to live. You can raise your family there. Because again, people when they think Vegas, they think just a strip, when it's not entirely true. It's like they have a whole other community there.
They have a whole desert.
Yeah, so there's a whole other community there where you can raise a family and all that stuff. So, and live maybe in anonymity. Live without the media.
Subject.
Live without the media all up on you. I couldn't think of the words I'm trying. But yeah, I just think next year it's going to be. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make playoffs next year.
I'd be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make playoffs.
I think they're too well coached.
It is.
Let's just wait and see what happens at this draft. This draft is going to dictate a lot. Free agency a couple days after that is going to dictate a lot. It's hard to say what's going to happen now.
You want to say something about Carlson?
We'll wait till the well's woke.
Okay, I wanted to speak about Carlson, so I guess I'll skip that. Skip that.
Wait till.
Anything else on the finals? Anything else in the AHL finals? Ovechkin's probably still drunk right now.
No,
Yeah, man, he celebrated. Good for him.
he's my favorite part about the Stanley Cup final is him.
It was Ovi.
Yep.
Now boobs on glass.
No, boobs on glass was nice. But
Okay.
it happens all the time.
I like my boobs not on glass.
Oh,
There you go. Boobs not on glass.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's a quick Google search. You can find boobs on glass anytime.
Unless my nickname for my face is glass, then I don't like boobs on glass.
Chick who put boobs on glass, meh. Right? It wasn't like a wow.
Don't upstage Ovechkin. Boobs on glass, lady. I wonder if she has like an Instagram or something like.
she
boobs on
probably
glass
does. I would not.
If you Google it right now, if you put boobs on glass, lady,
Don't
on
Google it.
Instagram.
Don't Google it.
On Instagram.
Somebody's gonna do it. He's thirsty.
I just want to know if she has Instagram.
Maybe okay. We'll let
And then
you.
if she's accepting followers.
We'll let you Google that. The other championship that happened this week, the Warriors won their finals. Very predictable.
Yeah, well, it's funny because you had on back-to-back nights, the Capitals won, and then next night the Warriors won,
Yep.
and they were two completely different celebrations.
It was like because full disclosure, I didn't watch any of this because I was at the Rockies game. But the little things I got were just like it looked like the Cavs gave up. But I don't know what you wanted to do. Is a far superior team in the Golden State Warriors, Smythe.
Well, my thing is, they probably tried. They're just not good enough. And to be honest, like the Cleveland Cavaliers getting to the finals is their championship. Same thing I said about Vegas. They're not expected to win this series. Getting swept is unfortunate, but no one was like, I'm surprised they swept them. They were like, couldn't you at least win one game? Do you see what I'm saying?
If you listen to the first take with Stephen A. yelling about that.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
Stephen
whatever.
A. was like, oh, well, give me one game. That's great to say, but the reality is the fact that they got swept and everyone was like, well, so it goes, tells you the kinds of matchup that this was. It was David versus Goliath all the way. Kudos to LeBron for taking these guys there, which we said all the way through.
Yeah.
Game one, what was that meme where it was LeBron James running out? And all the players just had LeBron James' head thrown on it. That's what it was, right? Clap, kudos him for getting there, and it's over now. And that's what we got for a final.
What was you going to say?
This is what y'all wanted, man. You wanted this. Everyone wanted this.
Chris Paul didn't get hurt. It would have been very interesting.
Well, you can say the same thing about if Iguodala didn't get hurt, you might not have got that long. But whatever. If ifs and buts, eh? If ifs and buts.
Well, that's all we have left because the actual product.
And then like LeBron coming out in a cast.
That I didn't really like.
What an idiot, man! Like, what are you doing?
That is LeBron James for you.
It's like, accept defeat, dude. Like, you guys got pummeled.
I broke my hand after game 1.
Yeah, okay. And then like he like somehow in between like the half hour after the game and when he did like the post game scrum, he got a cast on and he's like holding it up so everyone could see. Like this is what I don't get about LeBron sometimes, right? Like let's like okay, greatest player we've seen, like one of the greatest players we've ever seen.
Yeah, since Jordan, yeah.
But then his attitude sometimes is just like what are you doing, man? Like
it's
immature.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
And he like subtly threw J.R. Smith under the bus. Like, I get it. We all know what happened, but like, don't do that to your team, man. Like, that's not you.
It actually is him.
I know, but like that is you. Because it's funny because like they win and it's like, oh my god, LeBron's the best, and they lose, it's like, oh my god, the team's crap. It's
J.R. Smith sucks.
Yeah, like that's not how it works.
Well, I said before, I think he has leadership issues. If he doesn't have a solid
you
team
made a good point last week about that. Is like it's almost like he's doing this for his own legacy, right? Like to do all of this.
Yeah, I still don't believe that, but Tim coming on the cast does not help my argument. No, I will say that.
He didn't need to do that. It's like he needed to put it on the cast right away. Like you played 3 games with it. Like
it's probably fine. Yeah.
Well, you say you didn't want to give the Warriors a competitive advantage.
No, I know, but like wait until like next day or like not even make
next week.
No, just like don't even make a scene of it like he did. Like what's that gonna do? Is that gonna prove that you're like human? Like, oh yeah, I mean like we could have done better if I didn't break my hand.
Punch the wall.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too is how he got it.
Yeah, he punched a whiteboard. He said
a whiteboard. How do you break your hand punching a whiteboard?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I am with you on that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that because again, if you're fine not wearing that cast the whole time, then just don't wear it to the press conference and then leave and let the team release a report. Yeah, he broke his hand in game 1.
Yes.
But yeah, that's LeBron James controlling the narrative.
Exactly.
Controlling the narrative. What does LeBron James do this summer, though, Smith?
Dude, the rumors are the Lakers. I have a very interesting theory.
Shoot.
Who's that guy? The soccer player. Best soccer player in the world right now. Not Ronaldo. Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi at 13 years old was picked up by the team that he plays in right now, okay?
Barcelona?
Yeah,
he needed a crazy leg surgery, and they did the surgery for him, and that's like lifetime loyalty, okay? What if the Los Angeles Lakers give LeBron James a max contract right now? He finishes at 38. Mm-hmm. By the end of his 5th year, his kid will be finished high school. Mm-hmm. Apparently, his kid went to high school now to play with Kenyon Martin and Scottie Pippen's kid.
No, that's not true.
I said apparently.
So the school that was rumored to be LeBron Jr. enrolled in is the same school that Scottie Pippen's thing goes to. But the school has denied that he's enrolled in that school.
Of course they denied he's enrolled in that school. That's some kind of crazy collusion. Anyway.
But he's also said that he wants his kid to go to the same high school he did.
Right.
He went to. But anyway, go on. Continue.
Now, what if...
So then he's staying in Cleveland.
Yeah.
What if the Lakers give LeBron a max contract for 5 years, money-wise, just so they can get the services...
They can't give him 5 years.
Yeah, they can.
Is it for the max?
No. They can't give him 5 years.
So if they give him the 4-year max, who cares?
Because they don't have his bird rights, so they can't give... They can only give 4
what
years.
if they give him... What he... No, but...
No, they can't give him flat.
Okay,
the 5th year is designated for the team who has your bird rights.
So what if they give him the 4 years, okay, for the services of the kid? Because right now, you know they're getting rid of the college rule, okay? By the time LeBron's kid is finished, the college rule is done.
This is a stretch. But I like that you thought of this.
Well, my vision is if the only Messi, they did with the only Messi, that's loyalty from 13 years old.
But how would you guarantee that LeBron Jr. is going to be on the Lakers?
Because he doesn't have to go in the draft.
So they can just bypass everyone else?
Yeah.
No, there'll still be a draft.
No, you don't.
No, there'll still be a draft.
He doesn't have to go to the draft.
I know, but there still will be a draft.
Of course there'll still be a draft.
Why wouldn't he enter the draft?
Because he doesn't have to if the Lakers are going to sign him anyways.
What?
They're saying they would just get him
As a free agent? I thought you have to enter.
No, you can just sign someone. Sign for 10 days, sign for the season, whatever.
Are you sure that's the rule?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is
Remember Jamario Moon signed him off
elaborate.
the street? Remember that? All I'm saying is, what
Yeah,
if
he went
it's...
undrafted though. He still went in the draft. Jamar Moon was in the draft. He just didn't get drafted.
Okay, well, now we're comparing.
Anyway, the point is, you don't have to get drafted. Now, my point is,
if you go undrafted,
That's different.
that's different.
Fred VanVleet was undrafted.
He went through the draft. He just didn't get drafted.
Yes.
He
can
has
still-
to go through the draft.
I don't think you...
No one picked him. There's only 60 picks.
Yeah, no, but I don't think you have to enter the draft to play in the NBA.
There are rules around it, but
listen.
yeah.
Okay, this is where you're getting confused. A guy like Fred VanVleet was eligible to be drafted, but no one drafted him. There's only 60 spots, right? And so many people are seniors or they declare for the draft.
Right.
So he, after that, is a free agent.
So you're saying LeBron James Jr. after high school will just get drafted no matter what?
He has to enter the draft.
If he enters the draft,
But if he doesn't enter the draft, then what?
I don't know what he's going to do. Then you have to play a year somewhere else. You can't just
bypass that system. Yeah, you
But
can't just bypass
by the
that.
end of the 4 years, I think they're going to make it so you can't. Anyway,
I think your theory is really a stretch, really. But
yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know why
super
we're-
elaborate scheme. Anyway, it starts with the Lakers signing LeBron for 4 years at max, which
hold on,
LeBron
hold on,
will be
hold on.
37.
Hold on.
You won't get him for the best years. For sure, he's going to decline.
Okay,
but
wait.
that's the loyalty to have the son.
But you haven't really given me anything. Why would the Lakers just do that? Why couldn't the Cavs do that? Because they can give him the 5 years.
Is his son supposed to be really good?
Yeah.
You
The
know,
son's,
I
I
don't-
think he's the
I-
number one prospect at his age right
So
now.
then why would he not go into the draft? That's where the money is.
Yeah.
Because he's LeBron James' kid. He's already rich. But I was saying that the idea is he goes and plays with Scottie Pippen's kid and Kenyon Martin's kid, okay? And the Lakers get the first crack at all those kids when they get to the NBA because of the Lakers and loyalty.
This is a far out stretch
Far
here.
stretch.
Did you think of this yourself?
Yep.
You could tell.
Brilliant.
You could tell.
When you must have thought of this on your car ride today to Hamilton. You had nothing better to do.
Just driving along, thinking of
got this
elaborate
idea.
schemes. But yeah, if the Lakers give LeBron a max 4-year contract, that is what I think is
But
happening.
you're not telling me like a reason why the Lakers would do that. Because the Cavs can give LeBron 5 years, so why don't give the 5 years and do the same plan? Look, I just threw a monkey wrench in his whole thing. He's like,
no,
wow.
because LeBron's sending his kid to play with Scottie Pippen and Kenyon
But I thought
Martin's
you
kids.
but I thought you
That's
said-
the main part of this whole
No,
thing.
I said it wasn't true. I said that wasn't true.
But he's like, it's not true. Well, of course they're going to not say it's true if everyone's speculating
okay.
it. What do you think they're going to say?
I've never heard this sort of theory yet from anyone, but you're saying that wherever LeBron goes is where his kid's gonna go.
No, not saying that. I'm saying
You're
he's
not
been
saying
linked.
that.
He's been linked to the Lakers because his kid wants to play with Scottie Pippen and Kenyon Martin's kid.
Yeah, I got that.
Those those people wanting their kids to play together sounds very real to me. Okay, what would it cost though for you to secure possibly LeBron James Jr., which is your future for the next 15 years? Okay, you have to give LeBron, who's 34 this year, a 4-year max contract. The Lakers suck that up for a chance at LeBron James Jr. If that's possible, I think that would be the play. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have a better theory?
I mean, I applaud the out of like the hot take there. Like that is seriously sizzling. I can't one up that. I can't. I
All I can come
cannot.
to the table is with logic and stuff like that. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like 30 teams are gonna like have some sort of PowerPoint presentation to get
Oh, yeah.
LeBron James, and I mean he's gonna choose where he wants to go. And like I said, my thing is I want him to do the Mary Poppins approach and just sign 1-year contracts every year with someone different and just go.
That'd be good, wouldn't
Pull a
it?
Shaq.
No, but like he's actually good.
Good,
right?
yeah.
and he just goes from city to city, like going to the finals with like say Charlotte or like 1 year he's like I'm gonna go with Toronto or Charlotte or like Memphis, and just every year
Just keep
goes
going
to the
on.
until he's like 42, and then he's like,
all right,
okay, I
I'm
think
done.
I'm done. I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
That'd be fun.
See, you do like LeBron James.
No, it's not that I don't like him. He's a tremendous player. He's just
It's
an
the antics
idiot.
around him. Yeah, the antics
He's
around
got
him.
these
I
idiot
understand.
tendencies, man.
I understand. You can like dislike a player for the antics around him.
Yeah.
I
understand.
won't take anything away from what he's done
No.
because we rarely like it's amazing.
Yo, the Raptors are getting traction with me now.
What do you mean?
Like, it just sounds right.
The Raptors?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
With
That was the
LeBron?
next topic, so go on.
Yeah, like he doesn't want to play with Kyrie. He can coast to the finals for the next 3-4 years. For sure. The talent is there. He doesn't have to play as much.
So it's you. So it's you and Bob McCowan. The same.
Yeah, Bob McCowan really wants it too. He has ties to Toronto, which is nice.
What?
It's
It's
not far.
City?
It's not far from his family.
Wait. What ties?
Caravana. He does.
Jesus.
He does some every.
You are on fire today,
No.
man.
Not only does he come to Caravana, he's part of the planning.
I don't think anybody validates his shit.
This is good, man. This is good. This is...
He is part of planning every year. There's something that he does with at Caravana every
He
year.
plans Caravana.
No, he's part of planning.
He's part of.
Yes, he's
Caravana.
attached to Caravana. I'm not sure exactly
Spare
how.
time.
He is attached.
Does he do this in during timeouts? Does he plan the route?
Here's the thing. I don't know. All I know is he's attached. And
Really, you don't know?
I've been reading articles about how he's attached to Caravana, which is why it's a dark horse destination. Anyway, skinny traction with me.
My goodness.
I hope he does sign with Toronto and like they do one of those ESPN interviews again. He's like, so LeBron, Toronto, why? He's like, Caravana, fam. Like,
It's getting really hard for me to plan Caravana.
yeah. I'm just gonna do it
from
LA,
LA.
I can't do it in LA.
Gonna
I gotta-
do it in Toronto.
It's a lot easier for me.
Yep. That's it. That's who else has a Caravana like us? So we're in the lead right now.
You're really gonna try this article that you made up. Anyway, speaking of Toronto, they signed Nick Nurse to be the head coach of the Raptors. Wells.
This is dumb. Whoa. This is really, really dumb.
You want to elaborate?
Okay. Where should I start?
Nick Nurse got signed as head coach of the Raptors.
So you fired your coach, which I get. Like
Dwayne Casey.
I was, a part of that. Like I agree with that. Like it's not working with him. Bring in someone fresh. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is you're just bringing in an assistant coach
That was sitting right beside him.
Yes. Now, what does he know, or what is he going to do differently than Dwayne Casey? Like, what's his style that's going to like make them go any further? Like, I'm trying to understand why this would be good. Okay, first of all, does anyone think this is a good?
I don't. Do you think so, Wells? I mean,
I do. It's to be.
Okay.
It's the
Playing
best.
devil's advocate here.
No, it's the best way to keep performance and still make change. Remember, Nick Nurse is the guy responsible for the offensive evolution of the Raptors, okay? And he does have a different concept of basketball than Dwayne Casey, who is very old school. Now, Nurse at the helm, he's already been in control of a lot of the team. He's the person that invented the offense, so he was in control of how they play basketball, and they got great results from that.
So he doesn't have a fresh take on.
He's got great results in the regular season.
Right.
But
Now,
we needed someone to change what happens in the postseason.
So what they do is they put him at the helm because he's already made a successful change. And they're saying if this guy's at the controls, he can make this team perform when it counts. Because when it was time to evolve your offense, he's the guy that got it done. It was not Dwayne Casey. I understand the hiring. Now,
You know that for sure?
I'm not saying it's the right choice. I'm not.
No, I'm just saying you know for sure that he evolved the offense, and it was all
it's him. He's the guy behind the offense.
So he was the offensive coordinator.
Everyone's
of the Raptors.
credited him for that. Everyone's credited him for being the guy behind the offense.
And another thing that bugs me about this is this happened a month after you fired your coach. Now it seems that was more of like a impulse thing by Masai Ujiri to be like, okay,
so too.
let's just get rid of you and then we'll figure out what's going to happen next. But it also makes me feel like they missed out on who they really wanted as to replace Dwayne Casey, which is probably Budenholzer.
Yep.
Maybe even
bad choice.
Stackhouse.
No.
Maybe Stackhouse. I don't
left.
think so.
No, I know he left.
I don't think they want a Stackhouse.
They lost every other assistant when they hired Nurse, so a lot of guys didn't agree with it.
No, because I'm guessing Stackhouse came and was like, "Am I going to get a job?" He's like, "No, okay, then I'm leaving," because he just wants to be an assistant over at Memphis.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Wells. I think he wanted Budenholzer. I think he wanted Ham, and they both looked at the job and said, "No, because this job is the team's only going to be together for about another 2 years.
2 years. 2 more years.
And then they got to start rebuilding.
You're going to figure it out.
So, anyone who knows sports, rebuilding, you're only good for about 3 to 4 years, and then they're going to fire you when the team gets good. That's why I'm looking at Babcock, and I'm like, you got about 2 years left, boy.
He does have 2 years left on the contract.
Is it only 2 years? I think it's signed for 8 years.
Wait, was it 8 years, 40 million,
I'll check,
or
yeah.
5 years? No, it was $8 million a year for 5 years.
I'll check. But anyway, that's
Nice checking.
well. I gotta.
You went to type it, and then no. I think the deal was 5 years for $40 million. Was Babcock?
I thought it was Like,
Anyway, I'll check. Anyway.
7 or 8 years. But anyway.
But yeah, I think they wanted those two coaches, got turned down, and he panicked and he had to go around
And make a call.
and make a call.
And this
So Ujiri, I think, is in trouble.
Ujiri is.
Oh, he's on the clock now. Ujiri's on the
Oh my
clock.
god, man, he is the worst.
He's on the clock.
Whoa. I didn't see that coming.
What has he done?
I mean,
He's done a few things.
Serge Ibaka.
Yeesh.
Norm Powell.
Norman Powell was just, he was the guy that was there.
And now, like,
What's the shooter's name?
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Jason Capono.
No,
No,
my
the-
thing,
the-
he's turned them into non-winners. They are winning now. They're a better team with him at the helm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They were the best team ever the year before. Best team ever this
In
year.
the regular season.
They made the conference finals year before. They've been as
2
far as
years
they
ago,
can
they
go.
made the conference final.
Yeah, they're
My only beef to that, Wells, is they lost to LeBron every year. They lost to LeBron. 2023 is when his contract's up.
Okay.
Jesus.
8-year deal. It's an 8-year deal.
8 years, $8 million, right? It was something
8
ridiculous.
years, $5 million.
Yeah.
It was $40 million. That was the total.
$6 million per year, on average. So there's probably an escalator in there somewhere. But yeah, I'm with you. I look, the Raptors are going to come back. They're still going to win 50 games plus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They're still going to win 50 games plus.
That's not what people care about anymore now.
No, because we've already done it.
What exactly? What are they going to do in the playoffs?
That's what.
Does Nick Nurse have it to bring it out of DeRozan? Hey, still drop 20, 25 points that you did in the regular season? Is he gonna be the one magically bring it out? If he is the one that's gonna bring it out, how come he didn't do it when he was sitting right beside Dwayne Casey?
Yes.
Yeah, but why would you do it when you're sitting beside Dwayne Casey?
Because you can get fired too.
Why'd you do it at a discount?
Well, if you're thinking what we're thinking, if you're along our theory, he would have been fired. He would have been gone too.
Here's my thing. Like, if you're not at the helm, you're not in control. You don't have the controls. If you don't have the controls,
Yeah,
you
there
can't
is a
tell
hierarchy
the-
still, right?
Right, you can't tell the coach what to do.
I guess maybe okay.
Like,
I see
Dwayne
that,
Casey
yeah.
was unemployed for what? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Teams want him. It's just at the end of the day, I think you can only take teams so far. He was the coach for a long time. These guys, I won't say they lost respect for him, but they tuned him out. And it happens a lot in coaching. You just make the change. A lot of teams have done it, and it works for a lot of teams.
Do you think they'll listen? Like, what is it about Nick Nurse? They're gonna be like, yeah,
I don't know.
That's
if they're
my
gonna-
guy.
I don't know if they're going to respect Nick Nurse.
Maybe it's a new voice. Yeah, like I've heard this before. Like maybe it's a new voice because
Yeah.
Larry Bird had the same philosophy. He's like a coach only good for 5 years. That's why he up and left Indiana.
Yeah.
He's like, my 5 years are up. I'm gone. He up and left.
Yeah.
yeah. Tell it to Popovich.
That is also true.
Well, that's an exception. That's different. Right? And also, they're okay with the Spurs winning 50 games every year and not getting knocked out of the playoffs.
But he wins championships all the time.
He has won some championships.
Yeah,
but
so
what, in the
he
last
has that leeway to
Yeah.
like.
Well, in the last 4 or
not-
5 years, they haven't been getting knocked out in the first round, second round.
No, it's because their star players sit on the bench.
Well, this year's an exception. But
That's not true.
I
They
mean,
won the last 4 years. Within the last 4 years.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, they have. They've won a
No,
championship.
they
in the last-
haven't. The last
They
4
beat
years,
the
the
Heat.
same two teams in the finals. They definitely
year
did not
before
win
they
the
beat
last
the
3
Heat,
Five
right?
years. Sorry.
5 years ago they won.
5 years ago.
Hey, I'm just telling
Nitpicking
you.
over 1 year.
Hey, I'm just saying. But yeah, like if they win 50 games and gets knocked out in the second round, no one bats an eyelash. Do you see what I'm saying?
Spurs?
Yeah,
Because
because
what?
Because Pop is Pop and the Spurs are the Spurs.
Yeah, the rumor is he's good through 2023.
Well, I think his wife just passed away. He might retire the next couple. Like,
He might pass away.
no, I'm
No,
saying
his
his
wife
wife just
passed
passed
away.
away. He might retire.
No,
soon.
that's the report I just saw. He's,
well,
he's good till 2023.
But he
he
might-
said he's going to come back to
No,
coach.
he'll
through-
coach all
and that's
the
his
time.
contract. That's when his contract's up.
because he may leave earlier. But
He
anyway,
might. I wouldn't blame him
Yeah,
if he left.
yeah.
I wouldn't blame him if he left. But
But
I
I
guess,
don't
he-
know,
I guess he's going to honor his contract. And
Pop
that's
can
it.
win 50 games. They get knocked out in the first round, and no one bats an eyelash.
Well, it's the first time he hasn't won 50 games in
This is the first time he's won 50. Yeah,
99.
yeah. But I'm saying though, like even
Would
if
they
they
win
won
49?
51 games and they got knocked out in 5 in
Exactly.
the first round, no one says anything. No one blames Pop. No one has any complaints about it. It's just next year. The Raptors, they're not like that.
Yeah. So with Nick Nurse, you're wait and see Wells, or this is just flat out a bad idea.
Like, look, man, I can't say it's a bad idea, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I don't like how it all went down.
And you, Smythe, you're just all aboard. This is what should have happened.
No.
No, they had other guys in mind, and this is what they settled on.
Yeah, I'm on board with Wells. This was not handled the right way.
Oh, okay. But you were screaming they should fire Casey.
It was the right decision to fire.
I agree with
Casey.
that. I
But
agree.
the way, like, this waiting a month to find a head coach or interviewing a bunch of guys you weren't really serious about, to be honest, the league would have felt better about it if you put Stackhouse in the chair. Okay? But if you put Stackhouse in the chair, you lose Nick Nurse, who was the person that actually did the work to reinvent this team.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair enough.
Nurse is probably the right guy for the job. Doesn't have the resume, obviously, because he didn't play in the NBA. Doesn't mean he won't be a good coach. Do you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So, we'll see. It's a wait and see. That's...
Wait and see. Dwayne Casey, he went to the Pistons.
Yep.
Now he said he wants to reinvent Blake Griffin. Turn him into more of a shooter. More of a DeRozan, the way he was DeRozan was reinvented.
It's a bit different, man.
My thing is, have you seen him the last 5 years? He's hurt every year. And he does take a lot of threes, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he shoots all the time now. Well, there's no one else to shoot in Boston and Detroit. They got to make a move.
I don't know how they can make a move. They're pretty stuck with. They're pretty strapped with what's going on in there.
But the potential's there.
I think they'll make playoffs.
That's not a bad basketball team.
I think they'll make playoffs. So, that's that. Any thoughts on that, Wills?
Whatever.
I don't think Casey moves the needle that much on the Pistons.
No, if they make the playoffs, then he moves the needle.
Well, they're bottom 4. They were 9th last year, so maybe they sneak in.
Yeah, I think they're a playoff team, but whatever.
And get swept.
Kyrie Irving said he doesn't want to sign an extension.
He actually came out and said that.
Let's
yeah.
have that argument.
Because they asked him on the they asked him because they're doing his movie premiere, so they asked him questions about his extension and stuff like that. He said he doesn't want to sign an extension right now because he's still under a contract for a year. So if he signs an extension now, that means he's leaving $80 million on the table.
Yeah.
So a lot of people seem to be upset about this, but but it's straight business, right? So
Yeah.
it's funny how like the media always says, this is a business, especially fans, it's a business. But then when the players make it about a business,
It's
a problem.
That's a good point.
it's a problem.
It's a good point.
I think he's just learning from
It's a
Big
business
Brother.
to them too, right?
Yeah.
Just learning from Big Brother. Durant, Kyrie, LeBron, Steph Curry. They all hit free agency.
Do you think LeBron could go to the Celtics?
That'd be great, but no.
Can he go to the Warriors?
LeBron?
LeBron,
Yeah.
they have to move money around, but he could.
They have to move
Because
Draymond Green
I
around.
can
Draymond-
see that happening.
They got to move Draymond Green around.
You'd have to maybe move one of those guys, and because they're not up for extension yet.
Well, what if he's like, sign me at the league vet or whatever?
Minimum?
Really minimum? He
He
won't.
probably won't do that, but they could. They could.
Like,
Technically,
if
they
he
could.
wanted
they
to
could.
for 1 year.
Yeah, if he
Yeah,
wanted
if
to.
he
they
wanted
could.
to, he could.
Yeah, I can see something fishy like that. And just be like, are you kidding me?
Draymond's another one who said he just wanted to sign an extension this year. Again, he's up at the same time as Kyrie
Yeah.
because he's looking for a max deal.
Do you think he deserves it?
No.
I used to think so, but no.
He's not a max deal guy. Max deal means you can score 35, 40
Hold
points
on.
when needed.
He is a. Wait. Is he not a max deal guy?
Absolutely
Or
not
is
a
he
max
not a
deal
max deal guy on this team?
No, he's not a max deal guy, period. You cannot pay that guy upwards of $30 million because he can't win you basketball games. It's just
That's true.
simple logic.
But we don't know him on any other team.
yeah,
I
but
don't think his skill set's up.
he's never giving you a night where he scored 35.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to because he's got 3 other guys who will.
It's true. But Klay Thompson's giving you nights where he dropped 40.
Draymond has turned into the Dennis Rodman approach, where like if you score 6 points and on that 6th point he's like fist pumping, like
Yeah.
Remember when Rodman used to put like a putback like layup in
Yeah.
and be like fist pumping his way down the court?
Here's the fishiest thing ever about the Chicago Bulls that no one ever talks about is Dennis Rodman played for $1 million a year.
Yeah, he
Jordan at 36, and he grabbed you 20 rebounds and 10 points for $1 million. That is collusion at its highest level. Do you think they didn't give Rodman more money at the table? Here's what I think. Another crazy
Another
crazy
Yeah, we
theory.
should make this a segment.
I think Dennis Rodman made a
the
ton
tinfoil
of
hat segment.
I think he made a ton of money under the table, and he kept his mouth shut about it so well that it just worked.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
No
when
way
you,
that
when
guy
you see a
can-
player take less money, then all of a sudden he's employed with that same team
Right.
forever.
Yeah. Like,
The
I think
ambassador.
They talk about how Rodman didn't go to practice. I'm like, you're making $1 million. Who cares if you show up at practice or not? And
was
Jordan
one-
said as long as he comes to the games, he
there
does
was
his
one
thing.
player. He was in charge of concessions.
Yeah.
Who was
It's
it?
like $5
It was a
million a
center.
year. $5 million a season.
Oliver Miller.
He was in
charge
charge
of
of
hot
like
dogs.
concessions and making sure everything went right. I was like, like that doesn't sound fishy at all. But yeah, that's kind of stuff happens all the time. Yeah, Draymond Green is probably, as far as running the offense and defense, he's probably right up there with Steph Curry on that team. Anyway.
He's important to that team. Very important to that team.
Just not max money important.
If you have $100 million and you got to distribute it evenly, he's not getting the most. That's
No, I agree. There was a point I wouldn't have agreed with you. I would have agreed he was the most important, but I'm like, no.
like what Kevin Durant did in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Not a lot of guys can do that.
No.
If he put,
well, maybe LeBron can.
he put the team
was averaging that.
but he can't even like LeBron can't make shots like Kevin Durant made shots in that game.
Scores.
He does, but Kevin Durant willed that team to a win. The rest of those guys sucked. They flat out were trash, and Kevin Durant carried the team. 43 points. He shot, I think it was 19 of 23 or something. It was just he had a spectacular game. Draymond Green's not capable of that kind of game.
Yeah, that's true. And again, I don't like what Kevin Durant did, but he's within his rights to do it, and totally within his rights to do it.
I mean, if someone told you can go play with the best players in the league, would you be like, nah, I'm going to struggle?
Well, it's funny. Again,
Nah,
people.
but
It's not like he
Melo.
was struggling.
He wasn't struggling because he was making it to conference finals, but
He's playing with Russell Westbrook.
He made it to the finals one year, didn't he?
Yep.
yep, 1 year. When they were like 22. And again, people in their regular lives would do this 100 times over.
100 times over.
100 times over.
100
Like, they
times.
wouldn't even, oh, you got to stay loyal to your job. Forget that.
Never.
This other job's paying me more with a better position. I'm going over there.
The end. It's a promotion. I'm gone. That's so I can't get mad at Durant.
But athletes, no, you can't do that.
Did he ruin the NBA? Maybe. But like, what do you want? It's not his fault that he has the power to do that. By
Well,
himself.
your when you say ruin the NBA, you mean your entertainment value.
No, everybody else's. I don't care who wins. To be honest, like I don't care if Golden State wins 8 more years in a row.
No, I'm just saying.
basketball.
Well, you can't really speak for everyone because
No, everyone hates it.
well, the ratings say different.
Everyone watches but everyone,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Your entertainment value.
everyone's upset.
Yeah, because I didn't watch finals and you didn't watch finals, and I really didn't care.
Well, I knew it was gonna happen.
I don't know if everyone's upset because they still watch it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you can't be the guy that just doesn't watch it unless you're Wells.
So again, if it's money, if it's money and ratings is your barometer, then people like it.
Yeah,
People like it. Let's get into some Wells woke.
Finally.
Wells woke. Last one of the year. Or season, sorry. I shouldn't say season. I shouldn't say year. Last one this season.
Because there's one coming first week of September.
Are you guys aware or woke on the latest Senators like fiascos going on? Ottawa Senators?
No, I've not read up on that recently.
Okay. So there's two things here.
Shoot.
First thing is their assistant general manager, Randy Lee, is still awaiting trial for a second-degree harassment on a 19-year-old male bus driver or shuttle driver at a hotel in Buffalo during the combine.
Like he's getting fired. Let's be honest.
He's not fired yet, though.
But yeah, he's getting fired though.
Are they waiting for the trial? Is that what they're waiting?
I don't know what they're waiting
Okay.
for. Maybe it's
I
like
mean-
an Osuna situation.
I had heard this.
He totally did that too. Like,
Well, that's like so specific. How could it not
yeah,
happen?
100% did. Like this one.
Who comes up with that story?
When I read about it, was like the kid just went inside and was like, "Listen, like I'm super uncomfortable. This is what happened." I was just like, "Man,
Wait. Was he assaulted or sexually assaulted?
Like he put his like
Sexually
hands on
assaulted.
his shoulders and like rubbed them. or
Oh,
something.
okay. Well, it's assault. Yeah.
Well, it's just unwanted.
Yeah. I'm
it's
watching.
just
That's assault,
so
yeah.
creepy."
Okay, and then have you heard about the restraining order from Eric Carlson's wife on Mike Hoffman's fiance?
What?
Okay.
Why
That's
have I
even
not
better.
heard these
This,
things?
this,
That
this
is
broke
even better.
yesterday. Eric Carlson's wife put a peace bond in, which is the equivalent of like a restraining order in Canada, on Mike Hoffman's fiance for harassment online, basically.
Online harassment?
Apparently, she's been harassing
Yeah.
Carlson's
Bullying.
wife,
Carlson's
bullying to the point where they wish that his unborn kid would die, which he ended up
Whoa.
died. It was he was a stillborn.
Yes.
Yeah, which you know,
The Hoffmans are denying all this,
well,
but apparently,
it's online. You can't take that back.
I haven't seen anything online. I don't know. This is not like tweets or anything. This is like apparently through I don't know. I don't know. They haven't released that stuff yet.
Well, peace bond is granted. There had to be some kind of proof.
Yes. So the
Not necessarily, 'cause
the
it's-
Hoffmans
anyway.
deny all of it, and there's social media from like senators' wives going out today that they are not surprised about this, that this woman would do this. So this is like
Huge.
that the Hoffman.
that Hoffman
Yeah,
would do this.
yeah.
Not that
Yeah,
Carlson
yeah.
would make this up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is like pretty big, and the senators are just kind of sitting still doing nothing right now, which is where people are like, "What are you going to do?"
That organization. But look, really, you can't do anything.
I know, but like you're gonna have like.
What are you gonna do? Call her and be like, "Hey, stop that trolling, please."
So I'm just like,
This is crazy.
this is like, I know it's buried up there in Ottawa, so it's not gonna get like the national coverage in like the States or anything, but this is huge in Canada.
But on top of all, like the ownership there and
The ownership stuff, the
Eric
assistant,
Carlson stuff.
yeah, I mean that's gonna
The
take a
stadium-
back seat to
Yeah.
this.
the stadium stuff, like that organization is just.
Well,
Yeah.
they're gonna lose the organization. That's
I don't know, man. This could be like part of the downfall of all the
Who's
shit that's
the
going
owner?
on.
It's Ted Leonson?
No, Eugene Melnick.
Eugene Melnick, excuse me.
Leonis is the Washington.
Yeah.
Or,
if
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
smart, he takes his team and goes to Quebec City.
No, he can't.
That's
He was
Quebec City a
smart.
thing, man. It's
Well,
not gonna happen.
you know why? You'll get cheered at least by the Quebecers.
Yeah, you won't make money.
Yeah. It's the same as Ottawa.
No new teams will be coming to Canada anytime soon.
No.
Don't get your hopes up. There's no need for it to be here.
There's no one else to take his team. Seattle.
To the garbage can. The rest, like, it's such a poorly run organization.
Take 'em where the Thrashers
You're having
are.
all these storms getting rolled in. Like, I don't know, man. Like this stuff that broke yesterday with the whole Carlson and Hoffman situation, and the Hoffman's like, we 150% deny this, which is like a blatant lie. 150%. We never say 150%.
Do the law of averages.
And then they went like the safe route and be like, we are willing to cooperate and everything, like to figure this out. We wish nothing but the best for them. Blah 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 blah.
Oh my goodness.
So this is like big stuff, man. And like you can't have that. That guy will not be like, if like whatever comes out of it, they plead
Guilty.
yeah, if they're guilty, like that guy's not gonna be allowed in the NHL.
Nope.
Unless he like
Gets rid of the wife.
ditches the wife.
But-
But even then,
I would have done that right away.
yeah,
You know what?
They're sticking by each other.
Is he a high like end player?
Ditch your wife?
Mike Hoffman's a pretty good player.
Yeah.
Mid tier?
Wait, did you say I would have ditched my wife right away?
Yeah, if you're him.
Fiance.
Yeah,
Not really a wife yet.
Just be like, what are you doing? Hey, we can't. I got a career.
Well, it's almost similar
I got
to
a
the
career
Colangelo
here.
thing, right?
I was going
Like,
to circle back to that because we skipped that. But anyway, continue.
no, that's pretty much it. Is like
Yo, stay woke on how.
that's what I'm saying. Is like just keep an eye out for what's going on with this team. Like a lot of scummy things are going on in the Senators organization. I mean, it's always been a scummy organization, going back from the days when they wouldn't let people in Leaf jerseys to the playoff games when they played
was
them.
weird.
It's a scummy, grimy, filthy organization, and like this stuff happening right now is just like exposing them even more of how scuzz buckety they are.
Yeah.
Man.
No, stay woke on the Senators, people. Stay woke.
That is extreme.
Stay
Yeah.
woke.
Scummy
Sorry,
bucket.
I did miss this. Anything you guys want to touch on the Colangelo stuff? So what happened is now that they actually discovered that his wife was behind the tweets. She admitted to it under oath, and they fired Colangelo.
She's going to lie under oath and admit to it. No one cares about under oath. Let's start with that. No one cares. Now,
You don't care.
Do you think she sat at home and put together things and took articles and took information and tweeted on her own?
Here's
She knew stuff.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
She's the fall guy, the patsy.
Exactly.
If anyone tells you, "Hey, don't tell your wife," what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Tell you what.
You're gonna tell your wife. So I'm guessing she did know all these things.
Yeah,
like he
but
would come
she-
home and say all these things.
That's
blah, blah,
regular
blah.
business. It's not like it's not confidential where he
So
can't mention
she
it to her.
does have access to the
Whatever.
the information.
He just used her email so he doesn't get caught. That's what it came down to.
Now Now if she felt compelled to defend her husband, it's plausible.
But
All this
you're-
stuff is very plausible.
You're defending your husband who has one of the most promising teams in the NBA. There's nothing to defend, really. People are online trolling what? Embiid's injured, oh no?
Apparently, he's a very thin-skinned individual. I don't
Yeah.
know if you've heard this, Wells.
Colangelo?
Yeah,
Doesn't
apparently
take criticism very well?
he remembers things and he'll come back to reporters like on the bus. He'll come back to reporters and say,
Fight
"Hey,
this.
remember when you said this?
I hate
yeah,
you."
you're wrong.
Yeah.
You were wrong."
Well, my
One of
thing
those
is,
guys.
Yeah.
I just don't think that she's at home. Like, she's a trophy wife. Like, what is... She's way better things to do.
She hot?
I'm not gonna call her a trophy wife. You don't even know her. What are you doing? Call her a trophy.
Well, I'm saying I don't think she really does. Like, she doesn't have to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, why would you sit at home and troll on Twitter when you can be out shopping?
Again, she's defending her man. She's defending her man. And again, I'm not saying I'm just playing. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like it's plausible.
It's plausible. To
I
be
probably
honest,
I probably don't believe it.
yeah,
myself,
she could be
but-
the person behind it all, but like, no, whatever. And Colangelo admitted to 2 of the accounts, right?
One.
Roasted. He's done. Let's
Yo, she's got a porn star name.
see. All I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
Can I tell you it?
Yes.
Barbara Bottini.
Ooh, Barbara Bottini Colangelo.
That's so Italian.
Where do you think he met her?
At Bottini's, the restaurant.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
At Bottini's.
But yeah, they've been together a while. But yeah, personally, I don't really.
She is a troll.
I think she was just a fall person. And it's
Yeah.
like whatever. But he's fired now.
Yep.
Think he gets another job though in the NBA.
No.
Finished, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, how does he...
How does he come back from that?
Yeah.
Scandal sucks, man.
Especially if you're still with your wife.
Yeah. Scandal costs you a lot of money.
Well, she can probably take the fall without any repercussions, really.
She tried. He got fired anyways.
Yeah. Or maybe she even knew he was doing it. It's like, oh,
He's just
whatever.
gonna go work for Basketball USA. Really? Like, come on.
Probably or do something or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get back on track. World Cup coming to North America in 2026.
Do you want to talk about the World Cup that just started today? Before we get to
This
that?
guy's got to let him... Don't
Yes.
interrupt him, man.
We'll get to that. Like there's a method to my madness. This was the topic du jour,
Yesterday.
especially in our group, eh? So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? They were voted out of 100. They got 132 votes to 65.
Yeah, they beat Morocco.
Yeah, like
Demolished Morocco.
a continent. How do you lose to Morocco? I don't understand is Morocco had to build like 14 stadiums or whatever for this to even happen.
Every time someone gets a World Cup, they have to build.
But this
stadiums.
is like the first, I think, bid that's won in like the last whatever World
Yeah.
Cups we've watched.
And
That
they don't
like
have to build
they don't have to build a thing. They can
Nothing.
renovate.
Yeah, they
That's
have to renovate
different.
a bunch of things. Yeah.
But like they don't have to build like any stadiums. All the stadiums are in place.
Well,
They get it.
America could have hosted it on their own as well.
Yes, and they have.
Yeah. So, like, yeah. It's a good idea. That's what I think.
The United States, I think, is going to get 80 games or
60 games.
60
There's
games.
80 games in total.
80 games total.
USA will get 60. Canada gets 10.
10.
Mexico gets 10.
Out of Canada, it's going to be Edmonton, which I thought was weird. Edmonton, Toronto, and
Montreal. It's because BC backed out.
Yes.
Edmonton wouldn't get any
BC
games.
backed out.
Yes,
Yeah.
they didn't want to be a
They
part of it.
refused to be a part of it. They were like,
really?
hey, us,
Interesting.
not going to do
Did they
it.
give a reason? I didn't see that. I was talking about this
Money.
morning.
Don't want to do it.
Interesting. Where are they going to play in BC? Probably where
They would have played it. No, where the Lions play.
No, in Edmonton.
They
Sorry, I
said,
said
you said BC.
Oh,
Sorry, I said BC. I did.
Yeah,
say
They
no,
play
I
at
see.
Commonwealth Stadium.
Yeah, Commonwealth Stadium.
Renovate that.
No, they don't need to.
No.
It's like 60,000.
No, you're fine. BMO's got to add 15,000 seats.
The minimum requirement is 40,000. BMO's at like 30.
Yeah.
Oh, they can do that.
They will.
Yeah, they can do that. They can do that easy. Yeah, they can do that easy.
They're probably planning on doing it anyway.
And they play big games at the Dome?
No, they won't.
No,
play.
everything's
they'll
at
They
never
won't
play
play the dome because there's no grass. You have to have grass.
Natural grass, that's right.
And in Montreal, they have to renovate.
Saputo
So
Stadium.
stupid.
Not the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
Did you have 8 years? I mean,
Oh, they have 8. Yeah, they could do this
Yeah, it'd be
very
fine.
easily.
It's
Like
it's
Well,
fine.
BMO,
And then-
you can just. I mean, they can renovate it in a year. They added like what 12,000 more seats a couple years ago, so
Yeah.
they can do no problem.
and Mexico also same deal. 3 cities and 10 games. It's so very exciting. So the way the tournament's going to work is because you think it's going to be all over the place, but the way they're going to work is they're going to start in the West and work their way east as the tournament goes. So they're going to end up with the finals in New York.
First of all, there's going to be like 45 teams by the time it gets
48.
there.
48.
And you only get guaranteed 2 games.
Yes,
So-
they're changing that.
Like, what?
They're
So-
changing the layout that year.
Yeah. So the current World Cup is 32, and
Yes.
that when North America gets it, that's when they jump up to 48.
Yes,
48 teams.
16 groups of 3, with top two advancing, and then they do like a best 32 like
Same
a
thing.
single
32 team
elimination.
knockout. Yeah. This is
But
insane.
this is good for this is good for North America, though.
What?
Yes.
Really good for MLS, I think.
World Cup?
I mean, MLS is still like getting
None of
bigger.
their players are going to play. What do you mean? It's
No,
good
I mean it's
for
8
No,
years
but
from
it, like,
now.
so-
What it's good for is for the like Football Canada, Football America, like because you have kids, maybe
When you say football, you mean soccer.
sorry, yeah.
No, just
But like, you have kids who are like 13, 14 right now, and they're like, shoot, I can play in the World Cup in 8 years.
yeah.
I mean, you can play it anyways, but whatever. Now,
Team Canada?
is Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. going to get automatic bids?
They haven't said it yet.
Oh, really?
They haven't said it yet.
Usually, the host nation gets automatic
Because
bids.
this is 3 teams.
Yeah.
But they're gonna jump up to 48, so I think
Yeah.
would.
Well, all the so like right now it's like I think only 3 or 4 teams from CONCACAF go through, and they're going to move it to 6 or 7. So they're deciding whether the automatic bids will be because of that, or if you have to earn your way in.
Mexico's good enough to get in.
Yes, but
US
they're in
is-
the
US
right now.
Mexico, U.S. It's only Canada. We're worried
US
about
is
No.
they're always on the edge of getting in, so they can get in.
They usually
It's
are
Canada.
in. They're usually
They're
last
not-
time
yeah.
they're in. They were 10, right? They're ranked 10th in the world. They're usually a good team.
That was the World Cup before, but they
Yeah,
weren't in
that's
the
what I'm
World
saying.
Cup before that, though. No, they weren't.
I actually don't know.
I can't remember last time they weren't in the World Cup.
The one before that, not the last one, but the one before that.
2010.
Yeah. So they were in that World Cup. So it's basically pretty much Canada. You're gonna let Canada in.
Canada's only been in one World Cup, man. 1986. In
That was
Germany.
Germany. I thought that was Mexico. What was Mexico? 88?
Wait, they won one?
No, they were
Maybe it
in.
was.
it. They were in it.
Maybe it was Mexico.
I thought they were in the one in Mexico. Anyway, whatever. No, I think this is really good because you can imagine there'll be tons of people who want to watch this game, and maybe they'll watch MLS after. Soccer's already growing huge.
That's a long, like, sort of.
Stretch.
You have to think about not after the
build up
direction.
to?
It's, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
100%. You're right.
Because I think if they do get the automatic bid, which again, the way that I was listening to interview with some sort of director or whatever of Canada Soccer, and you see how I said soccer there? I want to make sure everyone knew we were talking about soccer.
Yeah.
And he was saying like it wasn't a foregone conclusion that they were going to get the bid.
Oh,
Like
really?
automatic bid.
Yeah.
But he was saying they had a better chance to enter now because there'd be more teams allowed to join, right?
I didn't think Canada's that good. to even get,
No, they're terrible.
Get that close.
They're
Well,
terrible.
aren't they? They're like 96.
I don't know.
No.
It's really bad. So even if there was 48 teams, they technically
probably
wouldn't get
still-
it unless there's an automatic bid somewhere in there.
No, but yeah, like we'll see how it plays out.
And really, this is US's bid.
Well, they
technically.
have the most
Yeah.
pull, right?
Yeah. So it would probably be at US have to be making, hey, you got to bring Canada in here too because they're hosting to. I don't know.
They might say that. I
But
don't-
but it is also for US. Like it's good for to. It looks good when you have like Canada and Mexico, like everyone joining. Like it's,
Yeah.
especially when it's gonna be 48 teams. Like it's a real unification sort of thing. It's a great idea, and it's gonna open the door up for more like collaborations, I guess, in the future.
maybe they'll be like only one team can have an automatic bid, and they'll be like, well, let's give it to Canada because the U.S. and Mexico can qualify.
I don't think that's how it works, man.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, you're right. It's good for soccer.
Might open the door for like
North
Olympics.
America.
Maybe if they look at this and see if it works.
What do you mean?
Like making Olympics like for if you have an
Yes,
Olympics, then
yes,
you'll have
yes.
multiple countries
Yeah.
involved
Yeah.
in one Olympics.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think they should.
They
do.
wanted. I think they wanted to do that with the Winter Olympics with U.S. and Canada.
Yeah,
Well,
I think-
Canada hosted the Olympics just fine. Like Vancouver,
twice.
Twice.
yeah, it's fine. Well, Calgary,
So there's no.
they weren't fine. I mean,
Calgary.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Like,
No, they were really good. They were really awesome. Yeah, it was really good.
afterwards.
Afterwards, yeah, they're fine.
Empty
They still use
stadiums.
they still use the facilities.
Yeah.
No. North America's not like those
Not
poor
like
countries.
Rio.
Yes.
Go, man. Go to Atlanta.
True. Well, no, they've already torn down the stadium they used. It's crazy.
Like some of their stuff that they've used in Calgary is outdated, so they don't really use it.
Yeah.
But like all the
But
stuff they
they
built,
use that stuff for a
all
while.
the stuff they built for the Pan Am Games is still in use here.
Yeah.
Pan Am Games it's not in the winter. I think Summer Olympics is way easier than winter.
Yeah, tell that to Rio.
Yeah, they're not.
You see those like photos of like
Yeah.
abandoned stadiums with like trees growing out of it. Like no one even pays attention to them.
Yeah.
Sochi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's only like
That
2
highway
years
they built
removed.
that no one's on it.
Yeah,
now.
2 years removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but I think this can be good. I think this can be good. I was thinking in the car today. I was like, this can't be good for the NHL.
Why?
If soccer, football becomes more popular in the States and Canada, that's gonna be taking market share. Your favorite word, Smith?
Yeah.
Out of NHL,
Well,
which I think MLS is already doing now anyway.
Yeah, but they just play at 20 different times, so it's kind of actually MLS stops in February.
Yeah.
The final.
I don't know, man.
They play long.
The final was in December.
Yeah.
And then they picked back up in like end of February, early March.
Yeah. Well,
So you gotta
just the
think how
Champions
many
League.
sports NHL has.
But that's
battle.
like Premier League ends in May and they start in August.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get like 2 or 3 months
They,
off.
they get a summer at least.
NBC barely plays NHL now, and they have the contract in the United States
Oh yeah, the NHL is not in a good place.
for hockey. Like NBC, like they can care less about that sport,
Dude, we were
and they own the rights to it.
the last game of the Stanley Cup Finals. We're in Denver. They didn't show it. We just
Really? Eh?
yeah, they just were like, meh.
Wasn't even on TV.
No,
What?
It wasn't.
Stanley Cup Final.
It was.
Where were we out? They didn't have it playing. We were at a sports bar. They didn't play it at all. It was not on.
What was on?
TV bus.
I forget what was on.
For you guys who don't know, we have Corey here in the building from Denver.
No one needs to know.
So, but somebody check his facts.
Yeah. The Tony Reali over there.
Anything on this bid? You guys excited to watch? Okay, well, I'm sure we'll check out a game or two.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It might be
I'll
expensive.
be 43 years old when it grows.
yeah,
It's 8 years from now.
Yeah, it
like,
is. It
think
is.
about where you were 8 years ago.
yeah.
today.
According to averages, I probably won't be.
You'd be in Port Dover
Yeah.
or Colburn, whatever it's called.
But meanwhile, there is a World Cup going on right now. It started today.
Oh,
Russia put the boots to Saudi Arabia today.
Saudi Arabia. Do you guys have your World Cup picks?
I got all my division.
Oh my
winners.
goodness, you went the whole route, eh?
two
I have
teams to
nothing.
reach division.
I have nothing.
You put it in the itinerary.
I just
World
put
Cup picks.
World Cup pick.
I thought we were
Did I say picks?
World Cup pick.
I think I said pick.
I thought we were gonna do like. I guess we won't be.
I guess we'll do that. Can you do that, Spike? Not even close.
My goodness, man! Again, I come prepared.
Super prepared.
Super prepared. Over prepared for the
Yeah.
rest of us.
I just know who I'm rooting for.
World
and I'm
Cup
done.
coming to North America. World Cup picks.
I'm,
well,
That's on the itinerary.
you know what?
Yeah,
We're
it's-
sorry, man. We're sorry.
Sorry.
Um,
You want to say who you got? No, you did all the research.
I
You-
wanted
you
to put
got-
some upsets here.
No,
Like,
you're gonna.
I mean,
you're gonna say who you got.
there's 8
listen,
groups.
every time you predict anything, though, you're just so horribly wrong. Does it make sense?
I
to
like
even
taking
pick it?
long shots, man.
He does like taking long shots.
Although I
No.
predicted the NBA Finals right on. Well, so did you.
So did everybody.
No, I didn't. I said 5.
No, you said 6.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, we call the series.
Get it.
get him. Anyway, so what you got? What you got for us?
What do you mean? What do I got? What do you want? Like,
No, I want to
what
see
do you
what
want
you
from
got.
me?
I want to see what you got because you did all the work. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on the podcast.
We got like a party outside happening.
We really got howling dogs.
howlings going on outside. Okay, so
Who do you got your group winning? What?
Okay, so I have the top 2 teams from each group
Mm-hmm.
going through, right? So I have in Group A is Uruguay and Russia going through, which means Egypt and Saudi Arabia are
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, okay. That's
I mean Russia. I mean this. I had this sort of put in before they obliterated Saudi Arabia today, but obviously Saudi Arabia is not going to be a threat.
Nope.
Egypt has one of the best players in the world, but he's coming
he
from
hurt?
he's coming back, but he's
Okay.
he's coming back from an injury. Uruguay is going to win that group. I
Can
think.
I pick Group B?
Oh, now you're ready.
I have it in front of me.
Let me guess. You're going to pick Spain and Portugal.
Yeah, that's the easiest one I've ever seen.
it's
in my
not,
life.
man.
Oh, it's not. Morocco is gonna come.
No, I have Iran upsetting the world and,
Wow.
and sneaking in.
Winning? Are you saying winning that group?
No, I think they'll come in second. I
Okay.
think they're going to upset Portugal. Spain's going to be Portugal. I think Iran's going to upset Portugal. I think Iran is going to be like the
Dark horse?
the UMBC of like
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So you had sorry. In the first group you had Russia and
Uruguay.
And
And then I had Spain and Iran,
Okay, Spain and Iran.
which means Portugal and Morocco are out. Group C, I have France and another upset, Peru,
Ooh, not Denmark, eh?
not Denmark.
Oh, interesting.
Group D, I have Argentina and Croatia, but I really like Iceland. I just don't.
I love those guys.
We saw what they did in the Euros, but I don't know if they can do it in the
Oh, so
World Cup.
Euros, yeah.
You know, I think those guys stopped being like potters and cooks and stuff, and actually started playing soccer full time.
and cooks.
And it's gonna mess with them.
Potters and cooks. How many times you been over to Iceland, Spike?
Did you hear about that?
That's Group D. Group E, I have Brazil and Serbia, which means
Brazil Well, they do have it every year, but apparently this is one of Brazil's better teams.
Yeah. Stop me if you've heard that one
Yeah,
before. Which means Swiss and
Costa Rica
are getting the boot. Germany and Mexico in Group F. So no real surprise there. Korea and Sweden get the boot. Group G is kind of tough. Belgium is kind of like the San Jose Sharks of like international like competition. Like they have all the talent in the world. They dust people, but then when it comes down to big games, they just disappear.
They don't show up.
Who would England be then?
What's that?
Who would England be then? If Belgium is San Jose Sharks, who would England be?
England is kind of like the... I don't know, man.
There's a lot of talk around them every year, but then when the tournament happens, is
they can never make it past like the group of 16. But I think their division is too weak. I think those two guys will go through. I mean, it's like Panama, like is
Maple Leafs. England is Maple Leafs.
Tunisia.
Yeah, maybe in Tunisia. Like I don't think they can put up.
Tunisia.
Yeah,
How do they qualify for the World Cup?
African qualifiers, man.
Oh, there you go.
In the last group, I have the biggest upset. Is I was telling people about this. Some of my soccer buddies. I was like, I'm now a soccer expert because I'm predicting this. It's going to happen. This is also the most wide open group with no one as like a clear cut favorite.
I was thinking Colombia, but
Colombia is the favorite, but
Yeah.
they're not like clear cut. But I have Japan, who are actually the least favorite.
They were good a couple World Cups
2002.
ago. Yeah, they were
Yes.
good a couple.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that. That was in. Was that in Korea?
No, that was in Australia.
Oh, okay.
And also Senegal.
Yes.
Sorry, that's not my second pick, but Senegal was in that
Damn
World
it.
Cup, and they shocked the world with like them beating France.
Yeah.
in
Yes.
the first game.
Oh man, I remember that game.
Yes,
So,
yes. It was.
yes.
I remember coming. Like I was 19, I think, and like we went to a bar. We went to a friend's because it was in Australia, so they're showing games like 2 a.m. So we went to our friend's house to watch it after the bar,
They were so happy.
and it was crazy.
They were so happy.
But yeah, Japan and Poland are my picks from Group H.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
None of the African. Okay.
Do I have any African teams here?
I don't think so.
Oh, sorry guys. I have Iran.
That's fine. That's not in Africa.
I have Senegal. I think Senegal is going to get through. Senegal, Japan. I think Japan's going far. I also think
Korea?
over Mexico.
Oh, you got some sort of fever going on
The
here.
Mexicans scoring goals, isn't there?
But like the
Strong point.
African teams aren't like the big African teams
they're
that
not.
usually have, man.
Nigeria's,
I know Nigeria's in there,
but they're done.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Well, they haven't started yet, but
but they're getting roasted.
Who do you got? Who do you got winning this whole thing?
I didn't get that far. I didn't know. Maybe next week I'll give you guys that.
You want to do that?
The winner?
Well, because like we're still gonna be in the group stage next week.
Yeah,
Oh, this is a prediction on who's going to win the whole thing.
I'm
You
going
got nothing?
France all the way.
Everyone likes France, which means I don't want France to win.
Clearly,
There's nothing more in this
Reason.
world. Like we don't need Italy. Italy's not going to win this year because they're not in it. So we don't.
Good pick there.
So we don't have to deal with the Italians in the city.
yeah.
But like, look out for the French. The Brazilians come out of the woodworks, man. Like I never knew.
Oh, all
that-
of a sudden, there's
yeah.
there's so many Brazilians everywhere.
Everyone's
Like,
Brazilian.
Look
now.
out for the Portuguese in this city. They're everywhere. You might trip over one.
I have
And
many Portuguese friends. So
well, I live like Dundas and Dufferin. It's
Yeah.
like we're just up
Yeah.
the street. And who else? I don't know. Look out for Spain because they just fired their head coach yesterday
very weird. We were talking about
because he
this
took a
morning.
job with Real Madrid.
Yeah, very.
And they were
weird.
just like,
just before the beginning of the World Cup. I don't know. Maybe
no,
Spain,
senor.
That
No,
is weird.
senor.
I guess Spain believes in our philosophy, Smythe, that coaches really don't do anything.
I don't understand
it is
soccer.
It's-
Like, why can't he do both? I don't understand. I did not get it.
I don't know, man.
It's-
Conflict of interest.
they're very. These people take.
They want you
They take these sports
to be
very
dedicated. It's not
seriously.
like hockey where like you take like your coach and you bring him out there and it's
Real
it doesn't
Madrid
work like
though
that.
is
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
yeah,
You can't bring your North American views on sports and bring it over to their. No, they take their soccer, football very seriously.
but Real Madrid isn't it?
It's live or
It's
die.
club,
Yeah.
but it's like bigger than
Bigger than anything.
yeah. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. Well,
So, do you have any predictions for your win?
He said France.
it's France.
Oh, he said France. Oh,
What about you?
Germany.
I'm always a dark horse. Argentina. I want them to win so bad.
They're not going to.
No, but I just want them to.
I think they only have one World Cup, don't they?
Maradona.
Yeah, Maradona, where he punched the
Yeah.
ball in the net.
Yeah.
So they're cursed.
Gift
They'll
of
never
the-
win again.
The hand of God.
So this is
Hand of God.
Germany. I think Germany's going to win, and that ties the record with Brazil with the most World Cups.
Wow, Germany back to back then. It's hard to win back to back World Cups.
Yeah, I agree. I want someone like different because
would
you
be nice.
showed the wheel of like who's won, and it's like the same powerhouses every year, right?
Only reason those earlier teams won the World Cup is because England and those big powerhouse teams, they never took the World Cup serious.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the World Cup, teams they thought it was like the way we view the NHL World Cup or the NBA World Cup right now. That's the exact same way they viewed it. Now it's blown up to this arguably the third biggest sporting event in the world.
The Euro Cup winner wins
can
the
argue
World
it.
Cup a
So
lot.
you
What's
go
bigger than it?
Olympics and then
No, this is bigger.
I think it's the biggest.
no,
This
Olympics
is
way
the
bigger.
biggest,
I
man.
think it's number
No,
one.
Olympics is number one.
All right.
It's Olympics and maybe you
Agree
can
to
argue,
disagree.
and you can maybe argue Cricket World Cup is bigger.
Who won the
Cricket
who
World
won,
Cup?
Who
No,
won the last
no.
Euro?
When you have India and Pakistan
I agree.
Yeah.
with populations in the billions,
I think it's cricket and World Cup are head to head for number
you
one.
can argue.
Sorry?
But the entire World Cup is number one.
I think
No,
so.
it's the Olympics, man. It's the Olympics. And again, if you look
No,
at rating,
it's not. Which Olympics though? Because
summer.
Which Olympics?
I'm not counting.
no one
winter.
in Norway cares about the Summer Olympics.
But the rest of the world does.
Not a lot
every
of
country-
Europe. Maybe like Italy and like Germany and
Italy cares. They have teams in every country represented there. Every country represented.
They're
not
represented.
just.
But
Not
I'd
just the ones
say
that
I would
qualify.
say summer over winter for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not counting winter at all.
But who won the last Euro Cup?
Euro Cup,
Wasn't it?
Portugal.
Yes. Oh my God.
So the Euro Cup winner is always a threat to win the World Cup, and it happens a
Not
lot.
true because
Yeah,
Greece-
tell me what happened to Greece.
Greece, okay. But a lot of guys do it. That's all I'm saying.
Do you fact check your own facts?
Yeah. Where do you come up with this stuff, man?
It happens a lot.
The filter needs to.
The Germans have done it.
Okay.
Italy's done it.
Anyway,
And they've
Last
done.
time they won-
Spain did it.
when's the last time
Spain
Italy
has
won?
done it.
When's the last time Italy won the Euro and World Cup?
They won the World Cup. What? 2010. Italy.
I think so,
And they won the 08 Euro.
but they didn't win the Euro.
I think they won the Euro in 08. A lot of.
I don't know, man. It's you know
We
what?
have to look it
Don't
up.
waste your time.
Anyway,
Let's go. You know what, man? I hope like someone like Iran or Japan shakes it up.
you love the underdogs.
I
go to
do,
Japan.
man.
You
And
go to Japan.
Serbia.
You love the underdogs.
Look out for Serbia. I know they're playing the same group as Brazil, but Serbia's got that like lockdown D, and they're angry dudes. They are very angry. They will. I don't know, man. The way they like act on the field, the pitch is yellow card city.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yellow
100%.
Card City.
Ooh,
You guys there? You guys still knock knock?
when's the last time Italy won?
Corey?
68.
Euro?
World Cup?
Yeah, Euro.
I thought they won the World Cup.
No, Euro.
Oh, why are we talking about Euro?
Because you asked me, I said when's the last time you won the Euro?
No
68.
one cares about
Oh,
Euro.
they suck. All right, what's next?
Europe.
Europe?
No, Europe.
Oh.
Smythe. Wrestling takeover.
Okay, Money in the Bank is this Sunday. Anybody know what's happening for Money in the Bank on Sunday?
Nope.
It's so like I don't know, man. There's
Alright.
too many people
Let me just start.
involved.
Let's start with the downfall of Roman Reigns.
What's he even doing at Running
Instead of him winning the briefcase, which probably would have made sense, he's feuding with Jinder Mahal.
yeah, buddy.
Now,
boy.
is this a big step for Jinder Mahal, or is it this Roman Reigns sucks now?
Big step for Jinder Mahal. He's a champion.
Jinder Mahal, they said he wrestled the most matches in 2017.
He did because he was a champ. He was the champ that wrestled the most.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is going to break his record that he wrestled last year this year, but that's awesome for
Is that
me.
a record? Is that a record? People who wrestle the most in a year?
Yeah, most matches in a year, whatever.
that
But
was a record.
Jinder Mahal is a champion. He wrestled a lot, and apparently it's a big thing. Anyway, I like him. But like Roman Reigns went from fighting Brock Lesnar and losing both times because the crowd reaction was so brutal. Apparently in WrestleMania, Roman Reigns was supposed to win.
Yeah,
Because they were cheering Lesnar, they just pulled a quick flip.
Yeah.
Lesnar wrestles match to match, his contract, and he has one more, his last belt. So they're going to make it SummerSlam where he
SummerSlam,
loses
yeah.
the belt.
Like we haven't even seen him since WrestleMania.
No,
It's ridiculous.
But now,
man.
can you put the belt? Well, he fought at the Great Indian, the Greatest
Oh,
Royal
right.
Rumble.
Yeah.
The Great Indian. That's not right.
Was it in India?
No, it was not. That wasn't right. But like, okay, so do you think Roman Reigns is beyond repair right now, or do you think they're trying to do a slow burn and he comes back up?
They don't know what to do with him.
Yeah. So is the situation where he's just out of this title picture, or is it
They just
something
don't know
where?
what to do with him right now, man.
Well, if you don't do with him, the second he comes back on, he gets booed out of the building. What are you gonna do?
Make him go heel.
But if he goes heel, they still boo out of the building. It doesn't change anything.
But you can be booed out of the ability heel. It's fine.
Is he a good villain?
Nah, he's not good at anything.
All he has to do is beat up Daniel Bryan.
I don't like this guy.
I don't understand why they don't just do the right thing. If he just kicks Daniel Bryan's ass, everyone will hate him. He'll be a super heel, and you'll be over.
How's Daniel Bryan doing anyway?
He's doing great.
It's great.
Thanks for asking.
How's he doing?
great.
Is he like
He's in another like stupid match with Big Cass.
Yeah, he's in a swan song. I think he hasn't re-signed yet. So they're not pushing him to the moon because they don't know if he's going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing all these matches, one-offs with guys that...
He's trying to put over other guys.
Yeah, when guys hasn't fought before, right? So Big Cass probably beat him at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Throwaway match, no one cares. But they're doing like, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles first time. Daniel Bryan, Shinsuke Nakamura first. They're doing all these matches to get them all out of the way. In case he leaves the company, at least you've seen them all, right? Men's Money in the Bank, predictions?
Braun Strowman.
Strowman? Can you not give it to Strowman at this point?
They haven't given him anything, so yeah.
Well, if he won the Greatest Royal Rumble, and they just put the belt to see what it's like to have him to hold the belt in his hand, and people were cheering, and I think Vince
he's
McMahon was
huge
like,
right now. They should give him the ladder or the money.
give
in
him
the
the
bank.
strap, give him the briefcase. But if they give him the briefcase, then what?
Then you have to wait till what, SummerSlam?
Yeah, so to cash it in finally.
No, so that makes me think someone from SmackDown is going to win.
That's what I think too. Well, someone from SmackDown won last year though, so that's why I was.
Because it
Like,
was a SmackDown event.
I know, but I was thinking like, because my main the person that would make the most sense to win it is the Miz. Because whether Shinsuke Nakamura wins or AJ Styles wins, the Miz has the briefcase. A, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And B, he's already been champion.
Yeah, it's got to go to a heel, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And he knows how to hold he's been champion before. He knows how to be champion. He's had that long Intercontinental title reign. Company's super high on him. I think he's the guy to take it. You know what they should do, though? What if Big E wins it? Like,
Did they say who he's going to wrestle from?
That's probably Big E, though. He's the only breakaway star they have. But what if, like...
Breakaway star.
What if they just put it on him?
No. It'd be funny to watch one of them win and they can cash it in. They don't like they don't
Any of
know
them
who
can cash
would.
it anytime. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Bobby Roode, I hate him.
Yeah, he's boring.
They got to do something about him. It's just like I can't even really get into it that much. Women's Money in the Bank predictions.
Lana.
That'd be funny. If Lana and Rusev both win, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have a good prediction though. The regulars that have held the title and are holding it, I don't think you can give it to any of them. Natalya
Oh, she's boring, man.
wins the briefcase.
And then goes against Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey beats Nia Jax. That's a story. That's watchable. That's all I'm saying.
The only reason why they would have this whole Natalya Ronda Rousey
Exactly.
thing, I get
that
it.
the only that makes storyline sense would be that match. You can't give it to Charlotte. Can't give it to anyone else. No Brock Lesnar. How do you guys feel about that? Actually, let's skip that. Who cares?
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley sucks.
Yeah, he's boring.
Oh my god, he is unbearable television week after week.
Isn't that why they got rid of him the first time?
I have
It
no
was
idea.
horrible.
And Sami Zayn is trying so hard to put together a feud. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to get in the ring. Lashley's going to kick his ass. And then it's done with. But this is brutal. Like, what are they going to do about this?
Nothing. He's horrible. He's been horrible.
Yeah, but
He's
like,
always
I
horrible.
don't know when they brought him back.
They brought him back to be a big time star, basically on Raw, to
I thought they were gonna
possibly
have him-
replace Brock Lesnar.
I thought that's like they were gonna have them.
That's
go
what
at
they
it.
thought. But then they looked at him. He took the mic from for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like,
brutal.
"What?
Yeah,
What are we gonna do with
he
this?"
sounds so weird.
Yeah.
like he's roided up.
I mean, probably.
He's got like that soft voice.
Yeah. Now he's stuck fighting Sami Zayn at a pay per view.
Hey, don't slander Sami Zayn.
I love Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens right now are jobbing like, oh my. Kevin Owens gets pinned every week.
Yeah, but he's entertaining.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens is
he
good.
doesn't-
He
you can
sells
pin him
everything.
Every week he's getting pinned. It's kind of rough to watch. Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey main eventing.
I can't see Ronda winning the belt, but I can see her winning by DQ or something.
game
Something
over.
she won't get the belt, but something's gonna happen where she wins.
I think she's gonna win it. And the only thing she's gonna win it is the Natalia thing I talked to you about
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I get that.
Just so there's a storyline element in there. But like, is it too soon? First of all, Ronda Rousey signed a 1-year contract, and she is not re-upping. She wants to have kids. She says. So they only got a year to capitalize on this chick.
This guy.
Is he gonna eat chips?
No, I'm looking for something. But anyway,
So like, it's First of all-
they only have a year to capitalize on this person. Yes.
yeah. Could it main event for you? Like if you're watching this event, could that go on last and you'd be entertained?
What do you mean?
Like is
That? No, it's gonna be the male Money in the Bank.
It's gonna be. You think so?
Yeah.
No, apparently this is gonna be the main event
Really?
because it's the
Okay, something's
prize-
gonna happen then.
It's the prize fight, right? I think there'll be a cash in right away. Is what I think.
Okay, all right.
So Ronda Rousey wins, Natalya cashes in immediately.
Okay. All right.
Asuka, Carmella. Yeah. Is there any way Asuka doesn't win the championship?
No,
No.
she'll win.
It's her time. AJ Styles, Nakamura. Who gets this
No
title?
English.
I love Heel Nakamura is right now
much
my
better.
favorite character.
He's much better.
And all he does is kick guys in the head and count to 10.
And kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. And punch guys in the balls. Every match, by the way. Every match has been a nut shot.
Yo, we're losing Dwayne.
Yeah. You don't watch wrestling at all, do you?
No, look at him. He's like checking his bag, messaging people in the group chat while we're talking.
Just enjoying himself over there. How do you not watch wrestling?
You're not making me want to watch wrestling.
What?
You're not making me want to
What
watch
do you
wrestling.
mean?
Anyway, continue.
It's so
I'll
good.
explain to you later. Continue.
That's it. In SummerSlam. That's the last thing I have.
All right.
Like, how do you guys feel about SummerSlam?
It's so far away. It's 2 months away.
But it's one of the major four.
I don't know. I can't. What can I say? There's nothing planned about it.
There's already crazy payoff matches that are. All right, wow.
You're losing Wells.
No, WWE's lost me a bit. It's not Smite. It's WWE that's lost me a bit. I'm
not.
still keeping in touch. I'm just not like dedicated. That's what happens though in the summer though, right? Like after WrestleMania, there's like the lull.
The lull that goes in
Yeah.
up until SummerSlam.
Nothing really captivating right now. They're not utilizing some of the people like they should.
Well, who do the guys think they should be utilizing?
They should be utilizing Ronda Rousey better, but she's atrocious on the mic.
Yeah, horrible.
Like your champion on Raw is never there. Like I still don't understand why they still do this. And it's just like, like guys like Daniel Bryan are getting wasted. Guys like,
Is this Vince McMahon shining through?
well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
his company. He does
his
whatever. He's the
product.
final say.
Yeah. It seems like to me, just listening to you talk, it seems like to me it's like a lot of old school. Hey, let's bring back Bobby Lashley. Hey, let's keep Brock Lesnar. Hey, let's Ronda. A lot of old school thinking and not bringing up the new guys to let the new guys shine.
Yeah.
We're just bringing everyone who draws in. Like Drew
Well, who
McIntyre,
they
Drew
think they draw.
Independent.
Yeah, who they
I like
think
that.
Bobby Lashley, Drew
I like the
Independent.
Drew McIntyre Dolph Ziggler thing.
I
I kind of want to root for the B team.
I like the B team. I think they win the belts.
They might.
I think they become champions because the tag division is absolutely dead with
Yeah.
Hardy and Wyatt. And I think Hardy and Wyatt are on their way just down the totem pole
Yeah.
after their match of
It
destruction.
didn't work out
we
with
call
the
it.
Hardys.
No. Well, Jeff's over on SmackDown.
Yeah, but it didn't work out with Matt Hardy
he's
like they
he's
thought it would.
old. Jeff Hardy
He
looks.
looks awful.
Oh my god!
He wants to do that's his look though, right?
Is it?
That's the character.
But I mean, he's like limping around. And
Well, I mean, think about it. Those guys have been doing that for
I
over 20 years.
They look hurt all the time. Like Matt Hardy.
They look like Corey walking out of a car.
Yeah, basically they look like Corey in the ring, having a great time. Like Matt Hardy can't even stand up.
Is
You
his
see him
brother in
getting up-
WWE?
Yeah, he's a champion, U.S.
Oh, okay.
champion.
All right. Because I saw him in a photo with Mysterio. I didn't even think Mysterio was still in there.
He's not signed. He does one-offs like Jericho.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think Jericho. What did Jericho just win?
Jericho just won the NJW whatever Intercontinental
Japan Pro
Championship.
Wrestling.
Oh.
He just won a title there.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Omega just won the championship there. Anyway, we'll talk about that. That's it though, man.
That's it.
That's it.
Smite's Wrestling Takeover. Smite's Wrestling Takeover.
Under.
And I'm back.
Jeez.
Greatest movie franchise. Greatest movie franchise. You can't even get Wells excited for this anymore. I love it. So we got a 1 seed, The Godfather, versus 29, The Fast and the Furious. I just watched Fast and the Furious, the first one, yesterday. And there was a few people at my house, and we were just quoting back and forth exactly what's going to happen. This is the first movie, by the way. Quoting back and forth. You can have any brew in here. This is Corona.
When he's eating the sandwich, he's bullshit. No one likes the tuna here. Find another spot.
I didn't think the first one was
You need to watch it again.
I didn't think it was.
you
I
need
think
to-
it was this great. Are we
Oh.
giving this a chance against The Godfather? Is that what's happening here?
I'm taking Fast.
Now,
and
The
Furious.
Godfather obviously
Wow.
is classic. Obviously, it's classic. Godfather 1, I always say it's great. Godfather 2, everyone goes back
Probably
to
better.
probably better. Everyone goes back to it. The problem with this series is, have you watched Godfather 3, Smythe?
No.
Have you watched every single Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
No.
Oh, really? Well, you've seen a few of them multiple times.
I've seen them all.
I think 4 is the only one I haven't seen more than once.
I don't keep watching them. That's weird. But like I've seen them all.
Okay, you're one of these people, eh? Are you a multi-movie watcher? Like, will you watch a movie like
I watch
5
Kill
times,
Bill,
10
maybe,
times?
I watch Kill Bill like
100
maybe
times.
once every month.
Really?
That's a
the
great
first
movie
one
though.
or the second one?
Both.
Yeah, the whole thing. That is
They're
great.
back to back on Netflix. You can watch them in succession.
I find the second one's better.
That is Kill Bill is awesome.
I love the first one.
And there's only 2.
But you're not a multiple movie watcher. Like, you're not going to pop in a movie and watch it over and over and over again.
No, it has to be like spectacular. Usually like sequel movies, I don't get there to be like 100%.
Like a movie like Terminator 2. How many times have you watched that?
like twice, maybe 3 times, because other people haven't seen it.
No,
Yeah.
there's people out there that do that. Like, they just don't watch movies over again, and I don't understand why. It's funny to me.
I don't know.
It's like
Everyone's
I guess everyone's
different.
It's funny to me because if I enjoy this, I'm like, I'm gonna go back. Just like Fast and the Furious. I've gone back to this multiple times. Godfather, I've gone back. I can't even count how
like
many times.
the thing I've watched the most
Godfather's
recently.
a rewatch though. Like it's tough.
It's to go.
I go back to it every couple of years.
It's tough. It's a tough
Yeah,
rewatch.
'cause
It's like
long.
Apocalypse Now is a tough rewatch.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man.
The Other Guy is the thing I've probably watched the most.
Yeah,
Repeatedly.
comedies you can just hop in and out,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
See,
That's how I watch
comedies.
movies.
Are the ones I don't go back to most of the time.
I get it because like you know the outcome, right?
Yeah.
But like when you can quote it, like the other guys were like
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, and like it still makes you laugh.
Those are things
It's
that
done
you
its
watch.
job.
I tend to go back to, like, how many times have you watched like The Avengers, the first one? Smythe.
Once,
I've seen it like 3
Just
times.
once, eh?
probably just once.
I only saw Age of Ultron once because it wasn't that good.
I'm not watching
Like,
that
they're
again.
not funny. I don't know. There has to be something that brings you back. It has to be like excellent.
I watched Winter Soldier probably.
But what
like,
will-
Winter Soldier,
over
I've
a
probably
dozen
seen.
times.
Now,
I watched
But
Civil
wait,
War a
wait,
few
what?
times.
What in the
Forrest
movie?
Gump, on the other hand,
Get out of here!
Get out of here with that garbage.
dude. If it comes on right now, I'm watching it to the end.
Get out of here with that garbage, man.
Best movie ever.
Well, what will bring you back to a movie? I'm curious to this.
It has to be this epic, not just good. It has to be like amazing.
Besides Forrest Gump, garbage. What's another movie?
Like I said, the other
Toy
guys.
Story.
I can't.
The Other Guys.
Is it epic?
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Why are you on him so much, man? Like, let him be.
I'm just curious to know.
He's just
what.
upset, bro. He's just upset today.
It's like he wants an answer from you, but you're not.
No,
Gonna
I'm
give
just
it.
curious. I'm just curious to see
What movies?
why,
Those
what
are
movies,
movies.
and what's.
Like I don't rewatch a movie for like artistic merit or anything like that. I watch for entertainment, and
No, just for circular entertainment.
it has to be like great. Friday Night Lights. I've seen more than once. Like I will not for me to sit down and be like, I've already seen this. Let me watch it again. It has to be awesome.
Interesting.
Like I watched Black Panther again on the plane. Right? Awesome movie start to finish. But now I've seen it twice. I'm not going to watch it a third time.
Interesting. All right. Interesting. So,
Half
I
baked.
just wanted to get what?
Stop.
Half
Just
baked.
stop. Let's go. Let's go. onto the tournament. Let's go.
So again, we got Godfather and Fast and the Furious. Any thoughts on this, Smythe? Anything you want to touch on that we already haven't touched on? Anything?
Nope. We talked about it. Fast and Furious will be hard to beat in this tournament. But this one's a tough one. You
This
can take
was
it
a
over the
tough
Godfather?
This was a tough one for you, eh? So Wells, you already that basically thing. You
Yeah,
saved
well,
your
pick
thing.
Fast and Furious.
I'm taking Fast and Furious for a few reasons.
to screw up the whole tournament.
No, it's
Because you guys took Mission Impossible over Star Wars.
No, I just think Godfather 3 is an atrocious film. So bad that it like
It really weighs down.
it doesn't. Yeah, it weighs down. That's a good way to put it. Where I feel like Fast and Furious, like you know what you're getting, like enjoyable time every time you're in the theater. Kind of like what you said about like Mission Impossible. Like you enjoy, you know you're gonna get, you know what you expect, you're gonna get it. It's crazy, like the stunts they pull and everything like that. And it's also like it's a huge franchise now. It's a tentpole. Like you know, like when someone says, "Okay, Fast and Furious is coming out April 20 whatever of 2019." Other movies will build around that so they don't go head to head against it, right?
Oh,
like, I think it's a huge, and it's gonna have spin-offs now with like The Rock and Statham. So it's franchise wise, it's better than The Godfather. But Godfather it's tough to be a franchise because it's more of like, okay, the first one was a classic, second one I thought was even better, but like to make it a franchise, I need a third movie, and this just
Didn't have a good third movie.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Well,
Smythe, your thoughts?
it was terrible. Oh my god, when he put his daughter in the third movie and like She can't.
What did she? No,
act.
she was in all the movies. What is she? Michael's sister? That was Francis Ford. That was his daughter.
It was his daughter in the third one. Michael Corleone's daughter in the third one. Sofia Coppola.
I thought Sofia Coppola was Michael's sister throughout the movies.
No. She was too young for that.
Oh, was she? Okay, go anyway. Go on.
No, she was his daughter.
My opinion,
Yep.
agree with Wells. That's it for that.
So you're going Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
But weren't you like struggling with this?
It's hard, but it's, at the end of the day, like Fast Furious is very hard to knock out. This is like actually a great movie.
Franchise.
It's actually
Keyword
great.
franchise.
I said from the beginning, I don't know what's gonna knock this out. They're 8 movies strong, and from what I see, like they're getting better.
Yeah. They're just bringing in stars.
You know what would have been good? Expendables would have been good in this.
No, it would not have.
those- they
No,
weren't that
it would not
good.
have. It
It was
would
pretty-
I
not
get
have.
what you're saying, but it's
Pretty good movies.
Nope, it would not have.
I would have taken it all the way.
I would have voted out the first.
So, are we? I guess we're waiting for next week for the finals, then, right?
Yes, we're waiting for next week for the finals.
Indiana Jones versus Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. So I would suggest you guys watch some of these movies.
I'm up to date, man. I'm not gonna watch Crystal Skull again. I'm not torturing myself with that.
I've recently watched all the Indiana Jones movies, like maybe within the last 3 months, so
Right.
I'm up to date with that. And I might go back. I might dip into some of the Fast and Furious. Sorry, I'm also voting for Fast and the Furious as well. So it was a unanimous decision.
Watch Tokyo Drift again, man.
I am going to watch it because you keep saying I might watch it in order now. Now that I've watched the first one, I might watch it again. So
I mean, I can pick my winner right now.
no, you cannot pick.
So
it
can
right
I.
now. Just relax there with that. This is called a tease, Smith. This is just.
I'm gonna pick a cut.
All right, that's it. That's our episode.
All right.
We got one more. One more before the
episode.
summer break.
Season finale.
Season finale.
Tune in next week.
You want to tell them where they can find us, Smith?
Well, you can find the Team Podcast everywhere that you find podcasts. Social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my favorite, Tumblr. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Also Podbean. Also podcast player for Android.
Wells.
You can find me on the Horseplay Podcast. Search on iTunes Horseplay Podcasts. Instagram Horseplay_podcast. And also on Park Daily.
Of course, you can find all of us, everything at theparkdaily.com. It really helps us out. So, one-stop shop.
Nash Wells and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.